what I think about Fist is it's a really good DPS. It's fast. It's not really too long. The 25 damage is beneficial, and it gets countered by defense, but you could obviously just find a different weapon that could do more damage than that if you can.
In my opinion, it's like C tier.
C tier. When you think about it, it has stun with it.
Yeah.
And you can warm up
Yeah.
yourself. Since Boxy can't do
That's
that
true.
or other stuff.
Boxing is disabled compared to Fist.
I think
Yeah.
Fist, in my opinion, is like A tier because it's literally the basic starter weapon that you always get that does more damage than other weapons. Fist is, the free item that you always get, and it's free to play, so you don't have to do anything to get it. It's literally the first item you always get. Since you always spawn with it, or you get a Fist variant, which makes your Fist modified with different stuff. I think Fist is like a decent item. 25 damage, 30 stun, and that's basically what it does. Fist is actually just, it's there. You just have to be really careful when using it because you might get into like some situations where you can't really make it good. But if you just keep on like moving with your keybinds like WSD and get your movement right, you could like get a lot of Fist hits. I think it's an A tier because it has the features to warm up itself. Like if you're cold, the temperature, you could warm up yourself so you don't have to be cold anymore. Some stuff don't have that, like boxing, battle X, just other stuff like that. I think it's an A tier, but at the same time it could be S tier if you want to make it good. I don't know why it would be an S tier. S tier is like probably the best items. And then we have advanced combat. I generally think it's a C tier, to be honest. It's not really great. The moves it has is really good though. You could grab, uppercut, stomp, and do a jump, like a super uppercut, where you jump in the air, you like do uppercut up. It's like a Mario jump. What advanced combat does basically is it removes all your items, then makes you into like a combat style, where you only use your fist and legs to fight. The first move is the Q move, and you basically just roll out, and you just get iframes when you're rolling. You can put out a lot of stuff like bombs, fires, just all damage sources, and that's really good. When you bring it to mobility, speed, and iframes, that's really good. The other moves are, it's somewhat good. It keeps the opponent out. Our move makes it grab somebody, which you choke them, like you grab them by the neck. You either can press S key to bring them down or W key to throw them like a punch. There's the F move, which is the uppercut, which can basically do an uppercut, just hit your opponent in the air. Then the R move, when you jump with it, you can do a drop kick, which is actually really good because it makes the opponent stuns, which is like a ragdoll type, and you get ragdolled as well. So the advanced combat is not bad. I have a trouble time putting it B, S, C tier. It can't execute. You just have to keep on hitting your opponent over and over, and it gets super boring over time. And I don't really like advanced combat because of that, because you can't execute anybody. You have to run for healing over and over if you get low. The speed you get with it is kind of great. It's like 3 walk speed. The damage is really good, but you just can't execute overall. And yeah, I just put it on like a C tier. You have to use your map hazards, aka drowning, quicksand, or saws. Then we have air. Honestly, I think it's an S tier item. It takes up your 5th slot, aka gear, when you leave ticket room. Honestly, really good. You have air for no reason. Does nothing. Angelfly. I honestly don't really like it, to be honest. If it's not I don't like it. I'll rank it because the damage output you could get with it. So like the C move, which is the execution, which is actually really good for Angel because there was no execution for the old Angel. It was just stay really far from your opponent and just shoot, then heal, then just keep on repeating because that's what the old Angel did. The new Angel still does that. You just keep on walking backwards and just shoot your opponent with fucking beams. The orbs that you always get with it. The new Angelfly is pretty annoying in my opinion. It's just more annoying than the old one. The old one had a bindy beam that would soft lock your opponent. Then the new one has like a fucking wall that pushes people away from you. But that's annoying, to be honest, because you have to deal with that over and over. Then they have a counter. The counter move makes it like if you hit the Angel, you make it like a peaceful aura, like you like friend zone everybody around you. The healing for Angelfly, it's better now. The damage is still bad. It's piercing 10. The C move, which is execution, it's really good if you can land it. There's an F move. Alright, yeah, the F move. When you're low, you can grab somebody, like a wind-up grab, then charge at them and do a lot of damage. It's like a takedown, but it kills you at the cost, and that's really good. That's only if you can land it though. So it doesn't change my mind on it. I still think it sucks, to be honest. So I don't know. Angelfly is just like a walk backwards and shoot and just keep on doing it over and over. It's not really good. It removes all your other gears. Doesn't have good walk speed. It doesn't really buff your jump power either. It has wings, but I can't even fly. You know, it's not really great. Then we have Backhands. I think it's a B tier, to be honest. A tier if you really think it's really good for some reason, but I think it's a B tier, to be honest. Just because Backhand for some reason. Actually, no. The stun from Backhand is actually really good. It's actually really good. It's like 80 stun or 60, and you disable the opponent inventory, and that's actually really good because it's a heavy slot. It doesn't stop you from moving. You get like a small walk speed debuff. You get a counter. You get a fucking. You get like 50 or 60 damage. I'm not sure what the damage was, but it's really good. The stun is really good. The inventory disable is really good. Overall, I think it's a good item. It doesn't really take up anything. It's just a heavy slot. You know, it's not bad. Beforehand, the old backhand used to be quick switch, and that was super powerful. And the recent one, which quick switching was removed, basically, it still somewhat destroys people. Backhand is still good, but the only downside is if you miss it, you just kind of get punished for using it. Because you take more damage from actually doing damage to other people. Just try landing it, and if you land it, you just get a lot of stun on the person, and you can ragdoll them. So, backhand overall good. The only downside of it is just walk speed debuff. Bar soap sucks. Bar soap is so bad. Okay, Battle Axe, really fucking good. Battle Axe
It's actually
is so
really good.
It's
even if it's nerfed, Battle Axe is just still superior
It's
to
like
everything.
it's like a
I think
it's
it's
like a
an-
clutch weapon. It's like a clutch.
Yeah, I
or
think it's like
something.
an S tier.
That's honestly an
Yeah.
S tier in my opinion. It executes, hits, knocks people, can be quick switch.
It does like
does
80
high
damage.
Yeah,
does
it does like high
E.
damage.
The E move does 100 damage. It used to do 120,
Oh,
but nobody
no.
gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Because the fucking Battle Axe is so
Dude.
good. No one shits on it. No one will.
Legit the clutch.
It has its own sleeping animation to make it even more better. What can you say bad about it? You could say it's probably sucky because the attack speed is so low and you don't get any walk speed. Well, there's nothing downside about Battle Axe. I don't know why you would remove it for any other Game Pass or fucking achievement. So good.
Somebody spams
There is nothing is bad about battles. Okay, BattleBox used to suck, but in my opinion, it is honestly an D tier. I'm joking, but look, A tier, A tier because
I think
it's just
A.
just a box that puts you with anybody else, or you just lock yourself in
Is
there.
somebody running? Just trap him, bro.
The fact that BattleBox gives you 15 defense on use, it's really good. It should have
Yeah,
been
you should
that.
not do it.
It gives you 15 defense because Nico thought it was like, you know, bad. So
Bad. Because you literally use it and gain no defense from it. So you're
Yeah.
basically trapping yourself as well.
Basically, get yourself
it's
killed.
debatable
Yeah,
to
like death.
even remove Battle Axe from your inventory. I could say, you know, it could be replaced by Battle Axe, 15 defense, small stud radius of trapping people around you. It does engage fights, so people don't fucking run away. Yeah, Battle Axe A tier. There's nothing wrong with it. Birthday cake.
B, in my opinion.
I say B. I mean, it heals a bit and just.
I think A tier. So here's why I think it's A tier. 15 healing. Now that doesn't sound bad if you
I thought
say
it's 20.
It's 15. Okay, look. So birthday cake, small, small cooldown. Every time you use it, it's like ready in like 5 seconds. It's like it's really good. But if you eat it 6 times, the downside of eating it like 6 times is like you throw up and then you throw up forever, and that's why it sucks. But the upside about it is that you can heal off it and keep on eating it until you're done. with you just have to count your birthday cake seeds, and that's really good. So
The one downside I have with it is the sugar crash is really punishing.
yeah, the sugar crush about it is yeah, it sucks. But another thing is you could do with birthday cake is you can eat it, then fucking revive yourself somehow. So say if you fell from the highest skyscraper ever, then you jump off, then you eat a birthday cake and you live. I'm not even kidding when I say this. You could literally revive yourself with birthday cake and then not lose a life. And that's really good if you didn't know that. Birthday cake as well, it's one weight. It's one weight achievement. It's free healing. It's not bad. It doesn't have any downsides.
It's
until you
very
use the
easy to
sugar
get
crush.
as well.
It was literally a
Yeah.
free item if you played on
Yeah, it's a
the
free item.
anniversary of Bloody Bell. And I think it's really good besides the debuffs that you get from birthday cake. The weight is not terrible. The healing's not terrible. Cooldown's not terrible. The resurrection you could do if you time your birthday cake is not bad at all. I don't know any downsides I could think of it. You could quick switch with it. I mean, that's not bad. Let's move on to the blanket now. I think it's honestly an fucking A or S tier item. I can't. Blanket is also a great item as well because you
You
have
never use it.
I do. I always use it. I don't have it anymore, so I can't really. But look,
Oh.
blanket passive healing heals your HP if you have shield. So basically, if you have HP lost, like health, like you're at like 95 and you have max shield, the blanket will heal your health instead. But if you lost shield, the blanket will heal your shield. Now think of it like a situation where you fight a Cakefier user. You're always gonna be gaining shield back because the Cakefier user can't break your shield off, and then you wouldn't have to worry about being cake. Now, another thing is that you can also use blanket while you're fighting, and you're also healing up while you're in the battle. So that's actually really good too. The blanket is only 2 weight. It's an achievement that you could have gotten the gifts in 2021. I think.
Husk.
It's so
So
mean, bro.
2 weight gear and overall just a beast of an item.
It's pretty goated.
It just heals, but if it could do something else like fucking execute somehow, like you grab the
Just
blanket off you and
suffocate somebody with
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I couldn't really say that this should get nerfed at all. The only debuff that you could get from blanket is -1 walk speed, but you can always take it off. You could take it
It's
on.
fine as
You
it.
put it on. You can take it off. It's there. Blanket. If you want healing, passive healing, then that's it. If you could do it with shielded is also really great with this. You heal off your you could heal with your basic HP and your shield, and also have the shield regen from the passive shielded perk. And that's honestly not really bad. Now we have blaster. Wait, I gotta update the list.
It got downgraded.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's like a
Blaster.
C tier.
Yeah.
If not, then a D.
Fuck, wait, messed up.
Blaster's like a C or D.
Blaster.
Yeah, that got
See?
downgraded hard.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't
now.
like it.
Blaster.
Everything is
not-
like everything's
not
just
great.
like delayed with it. Yeah.
Blaster is delayed. It got buffs. It got nerfed. Basically,
Nerfed, yeah.
the quick switch with it is not good at all.
You
The damage is
Like it's
really
not even
good,
quick.
but it's piercing.
Yeah,
It's not bad if it's piercing. Piercing can execute because the blaster's damage. If the opponent is below 60 or something, you can execute them if you have good aim. If you knock somebody, you can execute them. Blaster could just execute, if you just have the damage right.
yeah, but
The charge up, it's really terrible. The charge up is bad. The visual effects really got blaster easy to dodge. You can now just see the blaster charge up. But that's honestly
Yeah.
really good if you want to avoid dying. But dying in Bloody Battle is like super slow now since Nico just
But,
nerfed
like-
every
Like
execution.
some people.
Blaster, it's a free item. Yeah, it's a free item. You could always use it if you want to. If you just need to resort to something to execute with. It's a range. It's a ranged item, a ranged execution. But if you use it 2 times, that's it. It's over. You can't use it more than 2 times. And if you miss with 1, you can't use, you can't shoot anywhere. And the higher the percentage of blaster that you get, the damage that you will take. If you're below 50% on blaster, because since blaster is like a fucking high voltage gun, the more you use it, the more percentage that you get. And if you're at like 90% while you're using blaster, you're gonna take self damage, and that's gonna be like -40 damage to you. Then you might knock yourself, then you might lose. And blaster is not really a great damage output if you're just using it by itself. It's good if you want
it's
to
good for
charge it.
execution.
Yeah, it's good if you
I
want
don't
to charge
use
it
Brett.
beforehand, then you want to get into a fight, then use it to like get someone to like low HP. I don't
Or
know.
just straight up
Get
execute.
someone go or just down them and then you can just straight shoot it and kill them.
Yeah, like Blaster was actually pretty good. I would say like an A or B, but after the nerf, he added the
hard.
yeah, because he added like the delay before you shoot every time you pull it out, and it really sucks.
Yeah,
No more
Blaster's
quick switching.
Blaster's not it, dude.
Yeah.
Blaster was the shit. Like it was like even if it had like 2 shots to even use, Blaster in the back in the days, the quick switch with it is super good. You could just like
Yeah,
just hold Blaster, charge it up, cause like you only need to click on it and then click on it again, then just hold your fist and then shoot it, boom. But when you use it in like these days, you have to wait like 3 seconds to even charge it up. Then
I'm
like
if
still not used
Nico
to it.
never changed it, I would say it's either an A tier or a B tier.
I'm
because
still
the
not
old
used to it.
the older Blaster used to put people on fire. It doesn't do that
Yeah.
anymore for some reason.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know why. The Blockade, I don't use it in my opinion. I don't.
I don't use it that much either, but all I know is it'll.
I say it's a D tier because if you accidentally like, if you start drinking and then accidentally switch, you literally glitched yourself.
I
and
think
you
it's a
just
B tier.
Have to.
I mean,
it
attack
gives
speed
you
goes up for a little
so
bit.
basically it gives you attack speed one like by 0.5 and walk speed. I don't know the walk speed because I'm
I think
don't.
he heals a bit
don't
as
know.
well.
Yeah, it also heals. It gives you walk speed, buffs you. You know, it's a self buff if you really want to get into like more aggressive fights. It
The
gives you.
cooldown is really
So
long.
basically, if you have the attack speed, it's really good because basically, if you want to go for stun with fist, you could combine this with fist and like outbeat your opponent. Like you could give them more stun than can give you stun, right? Because their attack speed is lower than yours, and Blockade gives you more speed. So if you want to like chase them, you can make them slower because like you have Blockade. The Blockade effect is like about like 20 seconds. I don't know. I don't pay attention to it that much, but
I don't think anybody really pays attention to it, if I'm being honest.
yeah, it's a gear item. It's free. I replaced it to be honest with Spook or something like something better. But
Something reliable.
something more reliable than, you know, if you drink while you're fighting on accident. You might get punished for actually even doing that because you're drinking and you can't get out of the drinking stage, so you might die.
Yeah.
Or it's just death sentence.
Yeah, and if you use it like by like a random, they just golden pan you and you can't stop the drinking because you know you're stuck like
Such a
that.
GPM main.
Then, but I don't know. Blockade during these days, you know, it's there. B tier. It doesn't get buffed. Doesn't get changed. You know, it's just balance, I guess.
It's just Blockade. It's just
Yeah,
there. It's not.
it's just there. B. It's like a.
I don't really
maybe-
ever see anyone use it.
I rarely see people use it. It's like
Yeah.
it's not the BB meta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine, I guess. It doesn't have any downgrades to it. It doesn't give you like negative walk speed. Doesn't give you a negative attack speed. It doesn't like pull your HP
Yeah.
down. But you just be careful when you use it because you might get like attacked while you're drinking, or maybe you might like become like too fast and you might not be aware of your speed, or you might lose the attack speed while you're fighting somebody and you might like lose like like your fight because you're not attacking too fast or something. I don't know. But look, if you have too much attack speed, like if you stack it with something else like Blockade, you might like not time your hits right because other items rely on attack speed and like Battle Axe, you know how the swing is like too slow. Like
Yeah.
if you have the swing too fast, you might not even hit your opponent. So like Blockade, just kind of like might mess you up.
You
on
just
that.
have to get adjusted with it, like real fast.
Bloxicola is like an A. Bloxicola is great healing, has a great cooldown.
Yeah.
There's not really anything wrong with Bloxicola. So in my opinion, I would put it at A.
Honestly, it's 40 healing.
Yeah.
It's fast healing. Gives like you have to like drink it for like 3 seconds while you can't do anything when you're drinking Bloxy, right? And
Mhm.
you have a slight walk speed debuff when you're drinking Bloxy. If you really need to heal, then Bloxy's there. I don't know though. If you want healing, then keep Bloxy. If you don't want healing, then go for like an achievement like
Let me see. It
like
restores.
Christmas Cloak or like I don't know, like
Bloxy
time
apparently
slow.
restores 60 HP. What?
Bloxy, just heals for HP. That's basically it. There's no changes.
Yeah, it gives a good amount of HP back.
It's a B tier to be honest. Just medium.
Oh my god, this new bomb is actually like really good.
It's actually it's fun to use when you get kicked with it, but
Yeah, I put in A.
it's a fun item to troll with. But then when somebody kicks it back at you,
Yeah, that's when it's like
I'm thinking.
game over.
The old bomb was really trash. I put it on D tier.
the old bomb was like really boring. Like I did not like it at all.
I hate the new
Like-
bomb, but I have to give my honest opinion on how it could be used. Right? It's
really
it's an
good.
A tier. It's an A tier, right?
Also, High Dream.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to really commentate on it. It's just annoying to be honest. It's mostly known as a fun ruiner, which basically you just use it on like a group of friends or whatever.
It's something that,
Especially
it's
when
something
paired
that
with kick.
Oh,
If you have a
yeah.
combo
It's something that you love to use,
if
but
you have a combo
it's something
with
you
it.
love to use, but hate to go against.
Yeah, if you pair it with kick, it becomes very, very deadly.
People don't saw me
because
on
I don't know.
tabletop.
I have some clips of using bomb, but it's not really efficient when you're trying to kill somebody. Right here, look. So my loadout. turn off the volume. So my loadout, smash down, battle axe, bomb, backhand. There's no synergy with bomb being in here. How am I gonna use bomb to make it good? So I'm thinking of what I could do here. So I'm like placing bombs so I could get my opponent, aka this guy like going for me right here because he, I kill him, he gets mad. I go for a smash down, set up the bomb and blow up. Bomb. It's just look. Someone knows. He knows that I placed bomb because I obviously just set it off. I placed it, and he knows. But he only gets killed by the bomb because I stunned him. And if you're placing bomb in front of the person that you're fighting, it's not like they'll just stay there. Like you really can't force them to stay there unless you fight them. Then the bomb. Look, if you fight your opponent first, then place the bomb, it's really good. Honestly, the best execution you probably get, besides if they respawn as the Shadow Bob or like fucking iframe it somehow. Honestly, the damage of bomb is so good, but you just have to use it like efficiently. You can't just
If you can
place
set it up in like the best way possible.
Yeah,
then
you
you're
just
good.
can't.
Yeah.
You just can't place it, then like hope to kick it at them, but they'll just come towards you anyway. Like
Like you have to
but-
put it like a legit mastermind. Like you have to be a legit mastermind.
you have
and
to
put
be
us in the
smart
best
with
place
bomb.
possible.
Bomb requires
Yeah.
actual intelligence.
The thing BB players don't have.
Yeah,
Aw,
Milch.
You love to use it. You hate to go against it.
It's honestly the S tier item. It's honestly
Eh.
super annoying. Yeah, it hurts to say it's S tier, but it's
No,
honestly
like,
really fucking good. But at the
it
same
was-
time,
It's not used.
At
if
its prime time.
if you don't know how to use it, then you'll probably die. But
Like
Listen.
when it was before it was nerfed from 30 defense to 15 defense, then it would be S tier, and before it got a cooldown nerf. But now with like the cooldown nerf and 15
God.
defense, it's
That's like
still not really beneficial, but it's really good for
It's a-
fully healing.
it's a full heal. It's 15 defense.
Yeah, that's
It's a full heal.
It's
15
super-
yeah,
defense.
that's what I'm saying.
It's still
Back
good.
when it was, like-
even without the
Back
Yeah,
when there was,
but-
like, no weapon
But
weight, it was
with the
so annoying.
cooldown now, it's not really beneficial, and it gives the same defense as helmet gives 5 more defense than
That's it. I thought it was
Milge.
15 as well.
No, I think he buffed it to 20. Unless
Let
if it
me
was
see.
25, then he nerfed it.
It's not. It's crazy because you can combine mill perks like fucking shielded and now have a piercing weapon.
Oh my god, bro.
And I had to fight Voyage with a fucking grounded with Milge.
Dude.
I can't do Milge.
Yeah,
because
if we're going
my Milge
against
ran out.
if we're going against like a grounded Milge or shielded Milge or no, just
Combine
grounded.
perks with Milge and you're good, dude. Milge by
Yeah.
itself, if you're doing the weakest perk with Milge, and honestly, Milge buffs the item, and it's not bad. Milge is actually really good, but it's super annoying to fight against because of the defense that you get from Milge. It's really annoying.
Again, it's like something you like love to use but hate to go against. Like
Yeah.
If you could just remove the Milge defense, then it's honestly super fair to fight again. It doesn't. The
Yeah.
Milge doesn't need defense. It's full heal, then
Oh yeah, it also gives
full
super
heal,
armor.
death. Full heal, or either risk it for death.
I also
Milge
forgot
is-
it gives full super armor.
Yeah, if Milch could not have if Milch could not have defense, period, it would be good. Leave the super armor
Yeah.
and full heal, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can
Yeah.
say about Milch. It's annoying, but at the same time, it's it's a great item to have if you fucking pull off the heal.
boner.
But it's
I think
it
it's gonna
sometimes
be-
glitches. Yeah, it sometimes glitches. Like if you shoot their head, it actually won't execute them, even though it still did damage, which is kind of stupid.
Bow sucks. Bow just sucks, man.
Yeah,
Why? Because the damage is not great if you
Aim
the
buggy.
arrows are
don't go
pretty
for
slow.
headshots. The arrows.
Aim buggy.
The arrows, yeah. You just have to be. It's not a skill issue, to be honest. Oh wait, actually, it's not a skill issue. It's just the. I mean, well, if you can land your shots, then it would be an A tier or S tier. If you could land the
Yeah.
execution of bow, then yes, it's super good. But look, in reality, you're not gonna think it's super easy because the opponent can fucking move. Like, period.
Yeah.
Like the opponent can like walk towards you, then like sidestep and dodge your arrow.
Also, the only way to actually make the arrow gain like speed is by holding down the bow.
Yeah, you
Like,
would have to hold the bow down to actually even shoot it for max damage. You would have
Yeah.
to aim it as well to even get the damage up.
and the
um,
arrow's so small.
I don't think anybody actually aims with the bow unless you're far away.
If you're like in the
Yeah.
middle
I
of a
think
fight, be like,
I think
"Damn
only
it."
people use it for the fucking execution. That's all it does.
Yeah, that's all it's useful for.
But
then,
even then,
if you
like
get
sometimes
unlucky-
it doesn't even execute.
Then if you get unlucky, I mean, you somehow miss the arrow or either the arrow gets bugged out and it's gone forever, then you have
Yeah.
That's
no
what I
items
hate
to
about it.
shoot.
That's what I hate so much about it.
Or like sometimes when you pull it back or something like that, you just can't jump at all.
Yeah, you can't jump with
Like,
bow. You can't. You have a huge walk speed debuff. You don't do much damage if you don't hold the bow down. The weapon's ranged. The execution's great if you can land it. There's some moves. Bow's
Buff
not a great
game.
range. If you could get a buff, then or rework, then I like it.
never.
Just rework bow and somehow
10
make it
years,
better.
10 years later,
Way
Brimstone.
Bell's dead. You can revives it.
Brimstone,
it's like a.
B to
It.
be honest.
Well,
I'd say
it used to
B.
be an A.
Used
Yeah.
to be an S or A.
Whenever you
Brimstone.
could execute with it.
You
Like whenever you
you
back
can't
body.
execute with Brimstone much anymore. It makes the game super really slow.
Bow is good. Bow is at least C tier.
Mute him again. Yep, he deserved to say.
Bow is not. Bow is okay. Tell me something good about Bow, and I might change my mind on it.
Oh, I'm muted. Okay, that's good. I mean, you can troll with it, and you get if it's on fire, it gets the damage. But I agree with you.
Oh yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah.
that
You're
good.
right. You're right. You're right. The fire bow
Oh,
is
we
actually
forgot.
really fucking good. I forgot about the fire bow. So if you
Oh,
hit the fire
you're
bow,
right.
it does additional fire damage.
And
I
it's also
I
great for
honestly think it's really good for
execution.
that. That's more. That's a great. No, I'm joking. Kidding. I don't care. That's only if you're on
Okay.
fire, and if you're on fire, you're literally gonna take damage.
Yeah.
And the person
But
makes
I
the
do gotta say, it is great for executing a dead bot,
No,
like
wait,
a
wait, wait.
body
No, no,
that's
no,
knocked,
no,
because
B
you
tier.
don't have to shoot the head.
Yeah, you're right.
You
Yeah,
just
you're
shoot
right.
the
B
body
tier.
itself.
B tier. I forgot
If
fire
you-
bow existed. Sorry.
It's
Oh my god,
it also-
Husk's opinion changed? What? Impossible.
Ain't no way.
it did something. But also, if you use slip walk, it actually it does it helps aim it better because it usually would stay in that circle, so you know what you're aiming at.
Yeah, if you, I don't know. I flick with bow for some reason, and I actually like it.
You're
Brimstone,
unboxing.
yeah,
Oh.
Brimstone got heavily gutted. It does not do much damage. If the opponent stands still, it does like 3 damage. I wish I was kidding, but it does like 3 damage. The
Mhm.
Brimstone does not execute if the opponent's downed anymore. It's honestly really bad because of that. Brimstone was honestly a great execution to have. The only downside of using Brimstone, to be honest, is the slowness that you can get while using Brimstone, because it requires you to shoot the laser beam. The demonic as well makes you demify. You're also weak against cross users and angels, and that's only the real threat you can get with Brimstone.
A lot of
You used to
people
could
use it, damn
execute
it.
yourself with Brimstone, but that's not a thing anymore, so I honestly hated that. You could,
Hate
if you
the
got
fact-
knocked while using Brimstone, you could like execute yourself on accident, and that was
Hate the
annoying to
fact
be honest.
how this update destroyed a lot of weapons. It really did destroy a lot of weapons,
And
and I hate it.
since Brimstone can't execute anymore, it just feels weak. When you're spinning your screen with fuck, I can't speak. When you're spinning your screen with Brimstone, it feels like it does more damage, but you're only doing like 30 damage.
You feel so powerful with it,
I
you're
do
not
have a
doing
clip
anything.
with Brimstone. I have to combine Brimstone with other weapons because the damage is so low. I did execute that guy there because he was low enough.
Hold on, I just want to say, what about the head taker and brimstone combo? Like, there's a combo use brimstone head taker immediately.
Yeah, I
and
remember
usually-
that.
Oh yeah, if it does yeah, it can like chip off damage so you can chop people's heads off.
So I did
think
40
it's good
damage
for
to
that.
that guy. I'm only using Brimstone because it's my ranged and honestly really good.
Brimstone is good when paired with
Oh, yeah.
paired with the right items.
Oh yeah, Brimstone ignores defense. Does that
Oh
too.
yeah, that too.
That's really good.
And it also makes polies lose defense for like a few seconds. Like it brings them into the negatives.
Yeah, if you brush with Brimstone, it's honestly really good. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but once
Also
you're like,
slows
once the
the,
person's
holies
knocked, you
down.
can't really kill them.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait it out.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a clip where I use Brimstone a lot.
Legit
Yeah,
Goku.
you could combine Brimstone with other weapons. It's still good because you could do that. It doesn't
Yeah,
lock
when
your
paired with the
inventory.
right items.
If Brimstone
it's
locked
like-
your inventory, I'd fucking hate that. I'd kill myself.
If it's like something like Time Dagger that can't even execute, you can execute with Brimstone once they're pretty low.
Yeah.
It's a good weapon to like chip off damage with.
Brimstone is honestly a great
Sure.
AoE too, area effect. It
Sure.
controls a lot of people. Like if you're finding multiple people at the same time, you could also
You
do it for that.
spin.
I don't even understand Justice for Pillow, if I'm being honest.
Pillow got nerfed. It was a very unnecessary nerf that everyone was like, well, we liked Pillow, why'd you nerf it?
Yeah, just like that, like right here. You can't really execute the
Ye-
guy if you hit them.
Damn.
Nico goofing.
So I'm using bomb here, like how I was talking about bomb. I'm gonna blow him up. See, he just kind of walks away. He lives. He lives, by the way. That guy lived. See, he's at like 1 HP. Bomb
'Cause, like-
doesn't. Bomb doesn't execution, and that's
It
why.
does
that-
more
Bounce it
damage.
after you.
Yeah, bomb does more damage the more towards like the closer you are to the
Yeah, he
initial
was really
explosion.
close. He was knocked as well too.
He was like right on it, like right on top of it.
I probably got like a few seconds of iframes or something.
Probably the armor from reviving. Cause then you got armor whenever you revive.
trying to use Brimstone here. Yeah, Brimstone does get rid of the demon. That's really good. Go for this Godhead guy. Since Brimstone does more damage to holies, by that I mean like 21 damage.
Yeah. It also slows. It also slows them.
Actually, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Brimstone
Didn't
gets
know
this
that
guy
one
here.
either.
It lowers their defense a bit, and it also slows them a bit.
Brimstone shreds him when I got close to him. Like right here. He takes
Go-
instant death.
Yeah, Brimstone's great against holies.
Like one and done.
But when you're using Brimstone, you have to take caution because when you do, you do take a lot of damage from him. Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
compared to
It looks like
okay,
boxing.
Boxing, however, boxing, I am a fan of boxing, so
Yeah, we know.
I'm joking.
Oh.
Okay, boxing. Look, it could be A or B.
Like
Only
high
think
B.
only
think
in
it should be
situations it
B.
could be a B or it could be an A.
Well,
B
I think an A.
The B reason is if you're fighting an opponent with high shield, high health. Like boxing is really good to shred HP. If you're only using it for the soul damage, like a nun perk, you could like shred them in like 5 hits or 6. If you're fighting a guy with shielded, you're kind of fucked to be honest, because you can't stun them. But you could combine it with like other weapons like piercing, right? But look, when you're fighting a guy with like snow globe or something, you can't really do anything because you're fighting your temperature in the guy. Boxing is really weak in temperature because it can't warm itself. It's also really weak in stun. And by that I mean when you're fighting like anybody with like, low stun you could do, not really do anything about it. Like boxing, it's 35 damage each hit, 0.5 seconds. I don't know the swing rate. The weight of it is 2. It's achievement. It's been like that since it was like released to weight. It's been in the game for like a really long time. It did get nerfed.
It's been in the game since the 2020 summer update.
Yeah, it got nerfed and it got buffed. The buff was if you fall with boxing, you don't lose stamina. So boxing stamina is also a major feature to boxing. The bad thing about boxing is if you lose all your stamina, which is most likely not gonna happen if you know how to use boxing, you go in a temporary lazy state, like you're tired and
And you have to rest.
you can't do anything.
Like exhausted, yeah.
There is a boxing block which you could do with like F move and do like 50 defense to yourself, block all damage sources. Besides
But then
And also
yeah,
get super armor.
it doesn't block defense ignoring items like Nambu, Brimstone,
Yeah.
or like Godhead.
It does give super armor as well.
It gives super armor, yeah, that's really good. There's the E move, which is uppercut, will execute anybody that's lower than like
20,
50%.
25,
I
yeah.
don't know.
50.
It's great. It's great for DPS. It's honestly really great. It gives the ragdoll to other people. It stuns them. Makes them go flying if you're really lucky and if your opponent's not lagging or holding X. Yeah, it's really good if you do that. You can also use it to like throw people off the void. So you could like execute them with void and uppercut. The damage is good. Blocking is good. You should always block if you can. Like a bomb or pistol or cement or anything like buster. You should always block with boxing if you can. You utilize your items with boxing because you're gonna need it. Like sucker punch, then the boxing uppercut. You always really want to use boxing moves or like its movesets that it has. Because if you don't, then you might not really do good with boxing. That's only if you want to though. You don't really use it for the swings and stuff because that's not really great damage you can really do on your opponent. You really have to like get lucky you could do that. I mean, unless you're just like brain dead like Voyage and just go shielded Milch and fucking box. You could do that. Yeah, that works too. But I hope you get hit by a parasite. The uppercut, great. The block, it's good. The damage is great. The stamina is not a problem if you're always hitting somebody or just hitting like a random dead person because you get stamina off that. The bug fixes about boxing is great. The quick switch that got nerfs on boxing is kind of bad, dude. But I think boxing is like an A or B. It's hard to determine, to be honest.
I think it's B.
Bubble. Bubble's really good. I think Bubble's really good in my opinion.
It's a really good troll item.
I'll say why, because one, it has shield regen. If you don't know, if you bubble yourself while you're taking damage, you can always keep fighting because your shield's being regenerated by bubble. Shield can be regenerated by bubble if you just jump off, like if you need to jump somewhere and the fall is like really far down. You use bubble to keep your shield with you. So just bubble yourself, jump down, and you get your shield back. And that's honestly super fucking good with Bubble. Another thing with Bubble is if you use it on somebody, they get ragdoll. If they have super armor like Grounded, they won't. But that sucks because they play Grounded, so they're skill shield for doing that. Bubble, great stun item. Bubble, great defense item. Gives you 5 defense on using it on yourself, and it lasts for like 10 to 15 seconds. Bubble's just super fucking great. The only downside of it is you just have to wait for the cooldown, to be honest. Just wait for it to get ready. And if you miss it, then that's okay because you could get it back. There's no penalty for losing it or missing it. If you do miss it though, you can just get your bubble, like run towards your bubble. If you do miss it, to get it like on yourself, so you can get it for the regen and the shield that you get for it. Another thing with bubble is you can also get yourself off fire, and that's a really big deal because if you get hit by a fireball or if you get hit by like Firefist, you can counter them easily with bubble. If you had bubble on you beforehand, you can also just negate the fire instantly, get your shield back. Bubble, you can also use it for hazards on the map, say as void, quicksands, or maybe saws, like, right? And you use it for that, and you get person into the saws or like instant kill, dude. And it's honestly
Any
really good.
hazards?
Any hazards? Great with bubble. Any stun? Great with bubble. If you want to continue a combo, great with bubble, dude, because it gets them in the bubble until they
And
hit a wall.
telekinesis.
Yeah. Bubble overall, it's just super fucking good. I don't know why you would want to re-roll it with like Nabu or like fucking Snow Globe. Bubble is just great. Got any opinions?
I do it by habit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Buster?
yeah.
To gain the limit, you gain limit real fast when you tackle.
It's not
like
an
use
S
all the
tier.
moves.
Like,
It's
you
like
can
an
grind it
A.
out.
It's an A.
Yeah.
In my
I
You can
opinion.
feel
grind
like
it off
it's a
dead bodies
B.
and like.
It's more
yeah.
of a B.
I think it's a B, to be honest. Missing Buster's
Like you
Q,
missed D.
E, or
Oh,
R.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Legit.
punish.
Legit,
Yeah.
Buster is like punished. Like it's a whole punish sim.
Keep
Yeah.
on
like,
fighting a
everything
guy
you
with
do.
Buster, you could literally just telekinesis and just kill them. Dude. But
But
telekinesis
if you do,
destroys, dude. A spook destroys.
if you
Yeah.
do manage to hit Buster, it does do a lot of damage.
It
Yeah.
forces a person to just like get hit. Then when it's over, it's like an awkward stare. Like really, dude. Like you just gotta
Yeah.
like separate. If you're lucky enough and hit the R move, which is like after you hit like a E move. You could hit them again if they do walk towards you or something, or have like bad walk speed. The charge limit was nerfed, but you just really have to hit people or dead bodies to get limit back. The Q move is good for ranged. Honestly, I think it's the best ranged for Buster.
Yeah.
It's not, the projectiles are not bad. The hitbox is actually kind of like somewhat balanced, so you don't get
It's
like
decent.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad as fucking bow. You have to aim.
Yeah.
Buster, it could go through walls, like the Q move, go through walls, face
Oh yeah,
walls.
that.
Can go through
Even Battle Box.
yeah.
I will say.
Another thing about Buster, wait, what Nightwolf just said, if you have full limit, you could execute people with the basic
Looking.
that M1. If the
Yeah,
opponent really
it's-
low on HP, it works like sacrifice or whatever, like from Demon.
It like it's
It-
not how much. It's not how it's get like the how high you get launched up from that move is depending on how much HP you have.
Yeah, the
Like
lower
the height
HP,
scales with HP.
lower HP, the higher you'll go. If you have no
Yeah,
HP,
so if
you get
you're-
ragdolled, you go to fucking
You're dead.
hell, dude. Yeah, you're dead.
You're dead.
I will say this: it's not like boxing gloves KO though. Like say you're in temple and then you do it, they'll only hit the roof and come down.
E move, it's good damage.
Really good.
Ignores defense. If you miss it,
Our
then
move-
you're gonna get damaged a lot.
Our move is really good, especially when full limit now.
Full limit executes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. The E move, full limit E move, does a lot of damage, like 100 to 10. Ignores defense still. The R move, full limit, executes. I mean, great execution to have. The full limit for the M1 is, it's okay. It got nerfed though. You can't ragdoll anymore.
Full limit for Q is really good to hit because it'll drag anyone near close to the thing in, and everyone will take like damage together, and they'll also get ragdolled for a little bit.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage as well. I'm thinking of the A, but that's only if you land the hits. So like maybe I'll give Buster an A. I was thinking of giving it a B because like if you just miss it, then it sucks, to be honest.
Okay,
Fire?
that's good.
I was talking about
I'm
this.
waiting
I
for
was talking about
Soul
this in the
Review.
shower, and I was talking about this earlier.
Oh
Too.
my god.
This is actually just really shit. Why KK Fire sucks is because or why it deserves the C tier. Just like Blaster or just like Bar of Soap. Well, I didn't really explain what Bar of Soap does because like if you get hit like if you use Bar Soap, then you get hit like twice. You're not gonna be able to burp out. Then you're gonna vomit. Then you're gonna die. Yeah, Bar of Soap just sucks. It doesn't even need an explanation. It just sucks. KK Fire right here.
Yeah.
KK Fire. It's the same. It's the same as like Blaster, right? Not really the same. The damage is okay, I guess. It's not really great.
It's not really many. It does a lot of damage if someone has shields, so it's really good to like take off people's shields.
It does like 10, but No, that's only if you
I-
hit the
I
shot.
thought it was 20.
It does 10. The
Still pretty
damage
good.
damage still sucks. Half of the time you would want to go for the cake. That's only if you want to. You could do it if you really want cake though.
Yeah,
Basically, Cake of
holy
Fire.
cake is really good. to
Cake
go
of Fire
for.
just basically cakes the person that you're fighting. The percentage on using it. So 0 to 100. 100% is the cake. 0 is like the bare minimum, or like literally none. No progress. And basically, Cake of Fire, once you hit someone without shield, you have a percentage on them to make them cake. So like the first shot is like 16%, and that's how much you did to the person. So you need like 80 more, like 74
Yeah.
more to get the cake on the person, or 74 more percent. Turning the person on cake will either 1 make it zombify cake if they're a zombie, 2 a demon cake if they're a demon, 3 a holy cake if they're holy, 4 normal cake if they're just nothing, like they don't have any effects on them. Normal cake gives 70, great healing, honestly really love it. Holy cake, full fucking heals. It's honestly super cool. I don't know. I don't know if it does full heal, but it's honestly super good. Restores armor, restores HP. Great holy cake, dude. Zombify cake makes you vomit, but restores armor. But I don't know if you really want a zombie cake because if you're in a fight, you might just throw up randomly and then you might get fucked because of that. Demon cake
Yeah.
damages you. It will damage you if you're normal. Basic
But
damage.
it does give you.
Gives you defense. Yes, it does. It does 70 damage. I don't know how much it does, but it does a lot of damage.
Zombie is just a huge punishing cost.
Zombie, if you really
Yeah.
want it, zombie
Yeah.
can make your armor go more. Like max armor gets increased by 10%.
The
But
cost of vomiting. Out
yeah,
your health.
you vomit
Yeah.
and you lose health for doing it. Like vomit like 3 times. I'm not sure. The cake of fire, the demon cake, it gives you defense, 1 defense though, and does 70 damage. But if you're holy while using Cake of Fire and you eat a demon cake, you will burn for like 20 seconds, then like take a lot of damage. It's super risky to eat cake when you're holy, especially on Demify. I think the Demify cake zaps you. No, if you're a demon, then you eat cake like a holy cake. You get zapped and you take a lot of damage as well.
Yeah.
But besides the cakes, the damage. Let's talk about the damage of Cake of Fire. 10 damage
like-
if the person has armor.
I think it does like 5 damage if they don't have any armor.
No, it does
health.
1, just 1 damage in percentage.
Oh.
If you're trying to execute somebody with Cake of Fire, it's not it, dude. It's not really great unless you have like them knocked, like on a slope, you could shoot them from there. But the damage of Cake of Fire, it's terrible. But if you're going for the shield, it's somewhat okay. You really need to have the person without armor to actually even use Cake of Fire. But honestly, I just replace it with the achievement, so I don't really use it much because there's not any walk speed gain when you're holding Cake of Fire. Honestly, if you're even trying to attack anybody with high shield, like shielded perk, Angelfly, or like grounded, like anybody with armor, or if they're camping a fucking armor shield, you're never gonna get them to like no shield unless you fight them. You have to actually even fight somebody to even use Cake of Fire next. And if you do use Cake of Fire, they'll just run away, flat out run away or charge you, and then you can't even use Cake of Fire. Then you're dead. And that's why I put Cake of Fire in C tier. It's not really great damage like Backhand as a counter, or like Battle Axe or Buster. There's like no actual moves besides just clicking and
If you're
spamming.
fighting somebody stupid, it's probably good. But if
Yeah.
you're fighting somebody who's genuinely good, then I don't know, you're probably screwed.
Can you wait. So make a new tier, put it below D, name it fuck you, and put claptraps in there. Please.
No.
Please do a world a favor. It doesn't even deserve to be in D. No, please.
What
No.
call
Please.
drops? Okay, those suck. They're good, but they suck.
They're
So-
They're good,
they
but
don't
just
deserve to
as
be in
fuck.
D. They really don't.
The
I don't-
biggest troll item.
I don't understand why Caltrops
Not
got
even
buffed.
funny.
They don't even
even know
deserve to be in D. Literally make a new tier below D, name it fuck you, and just put claptraps in there, please. You're doing a world a favor.
Caltrops.
It's weird that
Call drops.
Nico made like a sticker for it, like no call drops, but he still buffed it.
So Caltrops is a meme in the server, in the Discord server, and in game, because one of the features makes it the transparency of the Caltrops. So like this Caltrop right here, you can see it obviously. If I
Yeah.
zoom in, not too much, but whatever.
Nice.
You can see the Caltrop right here, but the
Okay,
You
Caltrop
can't see the
does
one in the corner.
the Caltrop does
I
go
can see 'em,
invisible.
yeah.
There's even
And-
Caltrops right here, but you don't see them because that's
And when you walk over it, it does like 25 damage, and it slows you down, and it decreases your jump for a while. And stepping on a bunch of them in like the same area is devastating. because it could literally like remove all of your health and make you extremely slow.
It's essentially the trap of Bloody Battle. So if you place it near your shield, nobody will see it because it's kind of invisible, even unless you're like looking around, like actually taking.
If you're like actually paying attention, then
surrounded.
you'll see it. But,
Unless you're like
Yeah.
really
if you want the
panicking and you
feed-
can't really take note of what's going on, like you're being chased by a lot of people, then you really need shield. So you go to the shield, and
And
these
then
little
you're fucking
fuckers,
dead.
these little fuckers are here because of a random, like the guy who first played the game. He's spamming caltrops.
the guy who doesn't know how to play the game at all just happens to go up to the cube and just start spamming call drops.
Abuelito Gaming 22.
Caltrops, but if you have caltrops and you really want to use it in fight, not great. Use it if you need to like plan it to like somewhere like around shield. If your opponent's gonna get shield, then place it there so you know that your caltrops are there, but he doesn't know. So you would want to use caltrops as like a way to like lead your opponent. Like say if you're like finding them around like let me get like a example because I was showing Yahtzee
Claptraps
my
really
clips.
don't. Wait, what?
I was showing you my clips earlier.
Claptraps really don't deserve to be in D tier. It literally deserves to be in the completely.
So, like-
it's completely own tier below D.
So like, look, this guy over here. Let's put an example like this guy. So Jock, he's running away from me because you know, I'm just different. I accidentally lag him. Wait, hold on, gotta have my Goku. So look, this guy, I'm fighting him, right? See, look, I'm putting pressure on him. So look, he's running away from me. He's backing up. I'm using like cement gun. So like, let's say if I had caltrops beforehand, I placed them right here, he would have walked in them. So if I had
And just fucking
caltrops,
died.
so look, if I put caltrops right there and plan them to get like right into that spot, he would take the caltrops damage. But that's only if you really could plan your fucking caltrops, dude.
That's, like,
Caltrops,
it's so hard to do. You have to like,
caltrops are
have a
not
really
good, dude.
stupid tournament.
You just need a plan where you want people to step on your caltrops, like in the saw house, that could work too. On a bridge, on the truss, on like, you know, the shield orb, you know, those are great spots for caltrops because
Anything a
nobody
lot of
really
people go
expects them.
to.
But anything like walking in free space is not gonna do it unless you have like a loss for just running on everything. Just like
The people
throw
who
everything
just-
around, just throw caltrops.
They're just dead.
The
Yeah,
damage I
that's
think
understandable.
about caltrops is like probably like B or C tier, but
No.
it's better
It's
than
an
fucking
annoying- No,
Cakefire. It's
no,
better than Cakefire
no,
damage, but
No.
D tier.
No. Please just put it in the
And-
fuck you tier.
Okay, candy bag. I don't know. The cooldown.
Complete
is horrible.
RNG. Complete
It's
RNG.
complete RNG.
RNG. I'm not a fan of
Lollipop's
RNG.
the
I don't.
best.
RNG.
I'm not a fan of RNG.
Yeah, Lollipop's the best item you could
But,
get
like-
out of that, but even then, it's so rare.
I feel
Like I can
they-
never get it. I always get Starbursts or Peps, which he like give barely any health.
I always try to get nerds out of it and I can barely get it.
Candy bag, basically. You stick your hand into the bag and get a random candy and then eat it. The cooldown's not really long. It's like 15 or 20 seconds. It's really bad if it's healing, especially. And it's a gear weight, not sure, 1 or 2 healing item in achievements. It's random. It's all random. The RNG
Use it,
candy
like,
healing,
in
it's
the
not
middle.
great.
Use it like in the middle of a fight. Punish is horrible.
If you do candy bag, if you use candy bag, you're forced to stick your hand in the bag and then like grab a candy out and just, like for like
The walk speed
five
debuff.
or 3 seconds. And the walk speed debuff that you have from it is not great either. You're eating candy while you're fighting somebody. That's assuming that if you're using candy bag in like front of somebody. The only good thing about candy bag is the healing that you get from it. If you're like 1 HP, just 1 HP bare flat, you could get any healing item and then you could like restore the HP that you want. It doesn't even have to be like, you know, the healing that you really need, like shield. You could just be like any like Starburst, nuts,
Nuts.
peeps, nerds. I don't know. I'm not a fan of candy bag. It's not really great. It's just, you know, there. It's an item.
The only two thick candies you really pull out of there is Nerds and Peps, and Peps only give you 5 health back, and Nerds give you 15, but it also gives you 15 defense.
Yeah. Cement gun.
It doesn't deserve an A or S tier. It's honestly like below
It's like
these.
C.
The D,
I'd
S,
say
C.
C.
Okay, I got it.
It's
It's
good
like
for dealing with-
it feels more like a support.
So, if you don't know,
Yeah.
that cement gun did get nerfed. So, basically, if you shoot somebody 10 times, it will turn into cement, right? If you don't notice that, if you shoot them like more than 10 times, it doesn't cement them. Because I guess there's a feature where if you cement gun, it loses its like cement properties, like Cakefire. Cakefire has a percentage of how much you can cake them, right? But the percent goes down, right? So, this is like the same thing as cement gun, but it's invisible, but you don't really know it. So, 10 times hitting with cement gun will make them cement, stone. That's really good if you need to stop the opponent running in the tracks, but you obviously can escape if you're doing WASD, like shaking yourself out. The cement gun damage is 8. It's basic damage as a range. Same as Nambu, and it used to be the same as pistol, but you know, pistol is something else. It's there. The cooldown of it is really low. The jump power that you get from it is reduced. The walk speed that you get from it reduced. You know, a ranged item where you can aim better than bow. At least keep on shooting it. It's spammable. You could run with this somehow. You could quick switch it. It's not bad, to be honest. It's there. If you need damage chip items, then you know, cement gun's there. If you need to stun people while they're doing something like Melgene probably, you could do it like that. Or like if they're charging limit like Buster Sword right here, then you can use cement gun. If you need like pressure opponents, then cement gun's there. It's not really great damage output, but you know, it does damage. It does 8, 16, you know, 24. Remove shield really fast, and you know, it's honestly great chip, but you know, that's all it can really do. Nothing really special
It's
about
great
it.
for chipping
You're really never gonna get the cement, and if you do, they'll probably escape in like 3 seconds. It's like
because
it's like whatever.
they're a greasy sweat lord and they like to spam WAS and D.
Think of it as like a chip item, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I don't really use it.
And it also does have execution, and it
Oh,
does
yeah.
like kill infected or like zombies.
Honestly, I think Chainsaw's an A for me because
Yeah,
it kills. Yeah, you're right. It kills demons. It kills infected. It kills zombie. It kills basically a lot of stuff. It executes
it
really
does a
well.
lot of damage. Yeah, it does a lot of
It
damage
does
as
100
well.
damage at max if you like, you know, land all the chainsaw hits. You could shake your screen around to like even land more hits if you can.
Yeah,
The cooldown's not long either. It's like the same as battle axes, and it does more damage than battle axe surprisingly if you do use your chainsaw right. That's not really a walk speed debuff with chainsaw. It's never been nerfed, I don't think. And chainsaw is really good. The only downside of having chainsaw, if you're fighting like a person with like defense, you're not really gonna do much damage. In fact, you're gonna like do like 25
less.
instead. Because every time you hit a chainsaw hit, it's gonna be like one damage. But if you do like if you hold your chainsaw like inside their body for like 0.5 seconds, it's gonna be like 75. Yeah, chainsaw is really great. Execute is really awesome. There's no stat downs when you're using it. Damage is awesome, just overall great of an item. It's free to use as well. And yeah, Chaos one's great too.
Yeah, for me, I would put it in S tier.
I put it in B tier. Well, it's a great range.
Yeah,
I don't like the features of it being RNG because if you want a fireball, you probably get a time slow or fucking freeze.
but those are still great anyways.
Well, if you're trying to execute somebody and you don't have any execution, so you rely on Chaos One, then Chaos One might just fuck you up and just ruin everything. But you know what? The Chaos
I'm
One
back,
effects
everyone.
are really great.
Go to
All the properties of Chaos One, aka Fireball, Freeze, Time
And
Slow,
slow.
they're all really good.
they're all really good. For Time Slow,
Yeah.
it's negative 15, and that's a lot of damage because you get rid of
Yeah.
the Milge effect, you get rid of defense, you get rid of their defense, you get rid of you just deal more damage if you want. It slows their effect. It slows their attacks down too. It makes them slow as well. And the freeze.
It's really good for using like if someone's trying to run.
The freeze is also a good way to stop them to running. Like if they're going for heals, you just have to be really good at aiming with it though. Like Fireball
Yeah.
and Chaos One Time Slow debuff. The freeze
Fireball
is
also ragdolls.
the freeze stuns them. It doesn't stun. It just ragdolls them. It just puts them frozen.
Yeah.
It freezes them for like 2 or 3 seconds. It's a great stun item. It's a way to do more damage to them. The Fireball, great item. I love it. The Fireball, you could somehow like hate yourself with it on accident, but that's only if you're playing really dumb with it though.
Yeah.
Standing behind the wall or like using Chaos One when you're like right up to somebody. You have to be like, you know, like not
If
really
you're, like, right
close
up
to somebody with
and you
Chaos One.
and you get fireball, you're really unlucky.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah, just don't be
sucks.
close when you're using Chaos One because you might accidentally hit yourself with the Fireball and kill yourself on accident.
Who knows?
Mhm.
Maybe it's worth it. Who knows?
But
Yeah, it is
but-
worth it if you really need to execute them and you have more
You really need
HP.
to kill them.
Yeah, it's honestly a great range item.
The best range.
The debuff,
Yeah.
the downside of having it is that you can't like actually aim it. You just have to like be on ground level as the same person and hope you can like actually hit them with it. Like a flat area,
Yeah.
like a flat area like this in this image, like advanced combat, where you can actually aim it. And if they're like lower than you, like if you're on like a chainsaw, not like the sawmill like beach, or like
I think I could still hit.
if you're on the beach map, like you know the mountain, right?
Yeah.
And
That's slow.
if they're like on the slope like down the bridge, you can't really hit them with Chaos Wand, which is like the bad thing about it. Just be on ground level, the same ground level as your opponent, and you will hit them for sure. Yep, Chaos Wand's great. There's an execution, there's a freeze, there's a staggering.
All of them are very, very useful in their own situations. The one downside it is RNG, but even though it's RNG, there's only 3 spells to choose from.
Yeah, the RNG's not bad because like there's
Yeah.
only like 3 spells.
And all of them
Charge,
are really good.
charge
D.
terrible. Charge is
Terrible.
terrible. It's really bad.
Most of the time you just charge off the map or like into danger.
So charge, what it does, you basically put on a helmet and dash forward, dealing like 80 damage to anybody you hit. That might sound good. You cannot control the charge, and
It's very self-destructive.
most of the time you will either run into a wall and make you fly to fucking hell for no reason, or
Buggiest game ever.
another reason is where you will just charge into like off the map or like into a map hazard or like just flame
Into
yourself.
more danger. Yeah.
Charge is more dangerous than any other actual gear besides katana. It's like this.
Here's our
Right here.
visual evidence.
You're just bullying. You're just murdering
This is where
Syria.
you would do this. It's basically what charge would do to you if you ever use it. Yeah.
Charge users.
Charge is terrible. You can't control it. You do not have any options to use anything in your inventory. You cannot combine it with anything else. It's not like Brimstone. It's not great. You cannot hit your opponent unless you're like using a hitbox extender for some reason.
Yeah.
It's not good. The damage of it, you just have to catch your opponent by surprise if you're actually ever gonna use it. I honestly would replace it with like ticket or like achievement. It's not great. Like, if you have anything great about charge, then tell me. I know it shatters frozen opponents, but it's not good.
Like,
If you,
but
Can we
like,
cue the
when are
crickets?
you ever like, it'll shatter frozen people, but like, when are you ever gonna do that? Like,
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
you-
hard to
oh.
because you still have like the
the startup,
delay.
startup,
Yeah.
it's only gonna
have
be
to
good
wind
if
up.
you're like trapping your opponent on like a ledge, then like running like really far away. Then like you actually like have a one-way direction where they can't dodge it at all. Or like maybe you're using Nambu and you combine it with like the R move, then you just charge at them. Yeah, I don't know. Charge move, it just requires like a combo for it to actually even be useful, or like a ragdoll. It's not really great. It'd be if I really like it,
And
it'd be like a
Just go.
C
low
or B.
C.
It's not even a great even rank up. It's
it does do a decent amount of damage from the initial impact if you actually do manage to hit them to the fall damage that they take. It's still the damage is still pretty good in my opinion. But that doesn't help it at all. It still deserves to be in D.
and it's honestly super easy to just dodge it or sidestep it because the moment you
Yeah.
see someone put the helmet on, it's like, wow, that's not gonna
You're
fucking hit.
charging
And the moment you actually even use it, you might even get punished for even using it. So
back because that was so OP and
he
I
really
loved
just
it.
said, I don't know how to use advanced combat. Like if I wasn't playing the game for 2 years.
Camp somebody's
Advanced
body,
combat
stomp
is
it
not
out.
great. I'll
You
go.
literally just
I'll
camp
go
the
over
body.
why. I'll go over why advanced combat is not great. One,
You can
you
miss.
rely on sources of fucking map hazards. Two, you just need to beat up your opponent over and over, and that's honestly really boring because that's all
Yeah,
you're
it's
gonna
not
do with advanced
fun.
combat. There's no special features. You're not gonna heal up. You're not gonna be like a secret assassin. Oh, each time you're gonna get a fucking kill, you're gonna get stronger. No. Sorry. Advanced combat, it's just stun over and over. The damage is great. Yeah, the damage is great, but look, the stun is not this. Well, the damage is great. The stun is good. The grab is great. The moves are good if you know how to use it. But look, you're fighting with like no executions, not at all. No execution. You're not gonna be able to do any cool fucking head explosion, head chop off, gutting. That'd be cool if there was a gutting like a spear, like you punch your opponent like with a fucking like donut, like you just donut them like
It'd be
Dio.
cool if you could execute with the stomp, like stomp on somebody's head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that honestly would be great for advanced combat, but no, it doesn't have it. But all you're gonna do with advanced combat, you're just gonna throw somebody in the saws, or even throw them like into quicksand. Like that's all
Just
you're
camp
gonna do.
an edge, jump, and then somehow get yourself caught in the
Then
mix
if
too.
you're actually fighting the advanced combat, like if you're fighting like someone that like has like counters like telekinesis and sucker punch, like those are the two things that you only need to kill in advanced combat. By the way, if you miss your drop kick, if you miss your grab, it's honestly really easy to dodge advanced combat. To be honest, if you don't know how to use it well, like you could just fight me like in a private server with advanced combat, and I'll fucking destroy you, dude. Like I'm not even kidding.
It's
I wish I
another
was
like
bluffing.
really costly item. Like There's so many punishes to it.
Well, it only does this because Nico thought, he gave pity.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I can
Again,
do it.
combat's
I can
only
1v1 you.
good.
I can 1v1 you right now. Hop on. I don't know about
Yeah, I know. I had Murder Knife 2 and I costed by trying to throw it. I wanted to be cool.
I don't really use Christmas Cloak. I don't know what I never really tried what it did. I just recently learned out that Christmas Cloak gives you max armor, like more max armor, because I've never
Yeah,
used
it just
Christmas
gives
Cloak.
you, and
I
then you can like
always
stall out.
I
If
always
somebody's being like
thought
annoying with Snow Globe, you can stall them out.
always thought Christmas Cloak just gave you freeze immunity. I was like, wow, that's pretty boring. It's a gear item, gives you freeze immunity.
Yeah.
Just wait one. Yeah, it's not really fun. But once it gave you like max armor, it also gives you more warmth. But I don't really use it for that because it's not even winter anymore. So like maybe like a C tier to be honest. Giving you the immunity to be not frozen. No, that's good. No, that's all it does. I'm having a struggle making it an A or B because. So I think it's a C tier because it really synergizes with other weapons like Freeze Grenade, Chaos Wand. Not really Chaos Wand because you can't freeze yourself. Probably like yeah, just freeze item. If you ever get some, but that's only if you really want to. Or going like Ice Hammer probably. Snow Globe. Yeah, it's just a freeze counter to be honest. There's like no actual purpose without using it. If you really hate freeze for some reason, because there's not really much things that really freeze in Bloody Battle to be honest. I only think of Freeze Grenade, Ice Hammer, then like Frosted Fury or
Frostfist.
Frostfist were nerfed,
Yeah.
so like they can't even freeze you
Oh
that
yeah, that's
well.
true.
They were really good. They were really good.
There's also
I
Secret
miss
Fist that only works if you're being targeted. I think. I don't know.
And Conductive Fist, I couldn't take I couldn't take a good screenshot, so it was lining.
I mean, I think that's like pretty good for it, but it could help with runners. I don't know.
Conductive, I like the feature where it goes for like people around you, but if you have like
Yeah.
teammates,
Then
I don't know, teammates or friends, then you might hurt your friends on accident, and you can't
It's not too
control
good.
it.
It's not too good of a stun, if I'm being honest. Like if you're trying to hit something like I don't know, battle axe, finish somebody off, it's pretty quick. So if you miss it, it's over.
Honestly, I think it's a D tier to be honest. Why?
Yeah.
Because the stun, it's not great. It's like for like 2 or 1 second. It's like it's zap.
It's a shock like
It's
yeah.
like a taser. And then because the ragdoll feature of normal fist is actually way better than conductive, but the AoE that you can get from the conductive, it's really good against like lost users or like some other perks like demons, I guess, or people like that are too much people around. It's the same as fist as in damage and stuff, but the ragdoll, like the days, it's really because you would want the ragdoll instead of the
Easy
stun.
way to
Like,
rack up damage.
yeah.
That is true.
The
Cat saying
the particle
constructive
effect,
is good.
the particle effect is not really visible either, so you can't really tell if the person has like conductive or.
Could probably just take a picture like this, holding it out or something. Now, what's next? Sea Hammer.
Oh shit. So it seems like the tier list is going in like alphabetical order. So like B's,
Yeah.
the C's and D's and Z's are here. The Z as in Zama, the top is. Looks like we got rid of the A moves like Advanced Combat or Angelfly. So Chammer, the stun is awesome. It's
It really
awesome
is.
if you're going for the stun. It's like Toy Shovel but better because the cooldown of it is not really long.
It's like you can use an auto click and spam it on somebody like over and over and over and
Damage
over and
is
over.
not great at all, but if you're going for the stun, it's honestly great. You could quick switch with it. You used to, but you can't really do it anymore. The building's honestly really good. You could do anything with
It's
the
a lot
building
of
if you can.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get like 15 different sea
Damage is
hammers and
D
a
to be
sliver, and
honest,
they just
but
die.
Bro,
abilities are it's like A or S. But I don't know. It's like it's like an item that's more fun.
It's more of a fun type of item. Like it's something you want to have fun with.
Yeah.
I feel like bow and arrow shines with sea hammer or grenade.
I'd
Well, range with Chammer is great because you could use Chammer to like honestly synergize with more stuff than you can. Like if you're going for damage, then
It's an
Chammer's
extra
not your
melee.
choice. But if you're going for like traps or like sky basing or like blocking off stuff, then it's honestly S tier. But honestly, I think
Just having fun.
Chammer is just
Everybody's
middle.
walking off the top of
Chammer is
Sawmill.
middle
These
for
guys,
it's like Bloxy or Bloxade. It's there. It's just a thing you could do.
sky basing is fun, but that turns you to a target though, which everyone gets so and uses zoom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an item.
Ticket the ultimate menace.
Ugh.
Oh, the next one is Cross. Do you have any
After the
opinions?
rework, Cross became so awesome. Like
Yeah, it's actually
so
good.
awesome.
Like
Oh,
really good.
Old Cross, it used to be that one item that like if you were unholy, everybody got annoyed of because you just
Yeah.
spammed the hell out of it, and then it's like
Like if you're the only cross user and there's like 5 different unholy users, all the unholy users would attack you. And only
yeah,
you until you're dead and you lose cross.
you
Then they'll
look
go
at
back
chat
to
and
what they were doing.
you look at
And
chat and
Angel
it's like people
just
saying like
dope
who has
comment.
Cross, who has Cross.
Yeah. It's just like a target.
Yeah.
But now with this new cross, it's not really like it's actually like different.
It's
And
got a cool execution. Like
yeah.
really cool execution.
I think cross is an A.
I think Cross is a C. Like, let me give my opinion first. So,
Oh my god, an opinion? Ugh.
Old Cross was really great. It was honestly the best fucking Cross I ever liked. But it was super
It was
annoying if you did
boring
get
though.
It
smited
was
across the map. But look,
it
Yeah.
was the only cross.
so look, Old Cross, if you were a demon at the time, you would get smited if the person used this like from like across anywhere. But obviously you could have changed that. You know, Nika could have like coded it so like if you're in a certain range, and if you had cross, you could smite them from like that range, like say like
It's like time stop or something. I don't know.
yeah, like time stop basically, or
I mean
like
you
or the size of bomb basically, right? The radius of bomb.
Mhm.
But so when you use cross in the old days, you get marked as like a holy person, right? Or you would really notice if someone was crossed if their HP was higher, if they had revives, if they had the sign of using cross, or maybe just if they were holy, if you get the determined by the damage of your brimstone, or maybe like demonic stuff, or maybe if you sacrificed them. But look, cross the old cross basically gave more HP and revives, 50 HP if you did get it to max level, basically, and 2 revives. And that honestly was super fucking powerful. That's it. Old cross was just
but
fucking
yeah,
S
but
tier. That's only if
the
you can get
one
holies on holies though.
yeah, the one downside with the old cross was if there's absolutely no unholies in the server, the cross was literally fucking useless. It was the worst thing you could get.
Well, the new cross, if there is still no unholies, you could still honestly utilize it, and it's still good.
Yeah, it does do a lot more like the new cross does do a lot of damage towards unholies, and you can still technically execute to gain 1 revive.
Ice Hammer Cross.
And the new revive, it's like if you get downed, you'll get back up with full HP, and you'll also get super armor during like you'll be immune to everything during the animation.
Yeah, so the new cross is basically like more options. Like, so there's
Yeah,
different
it's like more of a support.
different stages of the cross, which is like attack and defensive. The defensive is the shield, and the other one is the stun and binding. So
Yeah.
E move is
Oh.
you throw a cross, like a cross like shape that binds anybody in it.
And anyone that's in the center, like gets hit by in the center of the cross shape, will get a debuff that will take all damage and turn it into piercing damage.
Then there's like a move for cross. Pressing Q will make it like go into like a battle mode. There's 3 options when you're doing the battle mode. First is LMB, which is like you click your mouse button once or tap your screen if you're playing on mobile. I don't think you can use cross on mobile, which sucks, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why cross is not really good for mobile players though, because yeah. But look, if you're on PC though, so like if you use LMB, it shoots the thunder out. There's 3 times you can use it before you go back to your defensive mode, and you're basically stuck like that until your cooldown's ready for battle mode. The E move basically strikes thunder down. Q move basically just shoots up a beam, and anybody around your beam, like in a short radius, gets stunned by it and does damage. The more you have cross smites, you have 3. If you have 3 and you use the Q move, you will shoot like beams out, and it does higher damage and stun. Now the new cross is super effective on demons.
Super effective.
Super effective. Like if you use the Q move twice, like Q, then Q,
They're dead.
they're dead. They're one-shotted. And that's
Oh,
why
they
I don't
get
They
really
what?
also
like.
get executed.
Yeah, no, wrong. Because they have to be
Yeah.
lower. They have to be low.
Yeah, but if you lower them enough, and then if the move kills, deals enough damage and kills them, they'll just get executed.
Yeah, Cross does have a execution for Unholies now
Oh.
too.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's pretty cool.
But the damage
But
overall,
then,
it's not great. The stun is good for the E move. I kind of
The
like
damage for
Honestly-
destructive mode is really good, in my opinion.
that. I don't use the battle mode. I only use it for the Q move because the other moves kind of suck, to be honest.
legit, yeah, everybody uses destructive just for that one Q move. The other two moves, you can barely even hit them. If you can, they're like either sitting still or they're like actually very fucking stupid.
And it does do a lot of damage to them though, if it does hit.
Yeah, that's true.
The shield mode that you get from it is actually really good.
It's
gives
really
you
good because
60.
it's like 60 armor. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
gives you
and every
60.
time you get hit, it'll lower it by 20. So it'll go from 60 to 40 to 20.
Yeah,
and
if you
then
get
it's
hit 3
gone.
times, it's gonna be gone. So, Cross really great
Good
for
stall.
demons. That's only if you have demons. Can give you revive if you do get an execution on a demon or unholy like Infected or zombie. It's not really great if you're going against like normal people. I guess the only move that you can really rely on is the E move, which is the defensive cross binding. But yeah, the shield's great, but it goes away after like 3 hits. So, like if you get hit by like a fucking cement gun like 3 times, it's gone. So
Yeah.
But it's good when you're about to take a lot of damage from something.
Yeah.
yeah, that's only if you can get the shield on before you fucking die fucking inevitably to like a bomb. Cause like there's a small wind up on putting the cross shield before it activates,
It's
and
not too long.
it's like 5 or 3 seconds. I don't know.
I think it's
No.
like 3 seconds, maybe like 3. I don't know.
No, it's like 2 seconds.
I'd have to do
Then
it to see.
even if you protect yourself, you're gonna get flung off the map or somehow. I don't know. Cause you don't get super armor for using cross. You just get like more defense. Honestly, I prefer the old cross, but it's whatever.
I
'Cause
prefer the new cross.
I just thought Old Cross was boring. I don't know. That's my own opinion on it.
I mean, if
Yeah,
the old cross
especially-
had the binding move, then I guess it would be better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Crystal Key.
Crystal Key. Oh my god.
it's
No,
art,
everyone's
complete RNG.
favorite weapon. Everyone's favorite
Everybody-
weapon.
Everybody
Weapon.
argues over who gets TM trainer, rock bottom. They all sit inside the room and they all die of frostbite.
So
The end.
Yeah.
small things for Crystal Key. If you don't know, basically Crystal Key is an item that requires you to go to certain positions on the map, for you to get your reward. You
Like a
can use
treasure
it
hunt.
2 times. It's a small treasure hunt, yeah. Yeah, you can use it 2 times. And the 2 times you get those positions on the map, you can go in it and get your reward. It could be anything like raw liver, which is 30 HP, like stat items or like passive items, right?
One
And
up.
basically, this is a game pass for 4 weight, basically. 4 weight game pass, gear item.
Cost 500.
It's RNG, basically RNG item, just RNG, basically. Just
RNG galore.
Just
yeah.
hope you get lucky.
Hope you get super lucky
Hope-
on rock bottom,
If
or
you get
maybe
super
a
lucky,
Hope
stat up.
TM trainer.
Hope and pray that you don't get 2 raw livers.
Sympathy,
raw
bro?
livers
No,
great.
sympathy.
2 raw livers is fine, dude. It gives you
That's
more
just
HP.
16 more max. Yeah, that's
Hope
just
to God
16
you
more max
hope to
HP.
God you never get sympathy.
It's
I
not
hate that
16,
shit.
it's 30.
Oh my god, no.
Raw liver
no,
gives 30.
No, don't pray to God that you don't get 2 1-ups.
Dude,
But
2
like-
one-ups
In some
is
cases-
awesome.
In some cases, it's good. In some cases, it's good. But if you're like trying to reset over and over again, I don't know. It's just time
Yeah.
consuming.
It's just like complete RNG. Most
No.
of the time, you'll probably get the exact same
Let me
item.
tell you the stuff about Crystal Key. So 2 1-ups. That's honestly super powerful. So
It's
why
like
I say
6
this?
revives.
This is why I say that is because every time you get knocked and you get back up, you get more HP. max HP, and that goes up by 10.
Oh.
So every time you
I
get
didn't even
knocked
notice. To be honest.
3 times is 1 up, you get a revive for 1 up, and you get 10 more HP. So if you lose 3 lives, I mean, if you have 2 1-ups, you're gonna get like 60 HP. Not 60 HP. 60? Well, it's the same as 2 raw livers, dude. And you get more,
Yeah, except you just don't
extra
die.
lives. 1-up is still bad because you could get executed by like battle axe or like chainsaw. So like that's like whatever. But you get 2 extra lives when you leave the fucking sea key room at least. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
another thing is sympathy. The most worst item before it got buffed. Basically what sympathy does is it will give you defense when you're not holding stuff. So like every time someone hits you, you will give them negative debuff of defense, and you will get just keep your defense like 20 or 10. Depends how much
Isn't
sympathies you have. It gives
isn't
10.
it like? Oh, I thought it was like 20.
It gives 20 if you have
It
2.
also gives him. It also gives him a walk speed debuff. So like and it gives
It's
to
like a T pose. It's like a T pose if it was a
yeah,
CT
it
item.
gives it to anyone that's nearby. So like if someone punches you and there's a lot of other people nearby, they'll also receive the debuff. It's like an AoE.
Which
Honestly,
is good.
I think the
Pretty good.
C key is honestly C tier to be
C
honest.
tier.
It really
C
depends on
tier
what
C
you get.
key.
And I'm not really thinking of anything that's really great in Crystal Key either. Sets of fun items
Then
like
like
Rock Bottom
rock
or like TM
bottom
Trainer.
and
Rock
TM
bottom.
trainer.
TM trainer just RNG in RNG. You have to hope you get good corrupts like
The
AoE
only
or
thing I
something.
could think of good
Oh.
in C Key, Crystal Key, is Sausage. Sausage is
Oh yeah,
just
sausage is
fucking
very
great.
good. It's amazing.
Hope and pray that when you use crystal key and you get TM trainer, you don't get corrupt symbols because that's just death sentence.
Oh yeah, if you get corrupt symbols, good luck, man.
Crystal Key is not great. I don't know, man. It's not really gonna help you in fights. It's just gonna help you in stats, basically.
I
And
mean,
then,
thank
but
God.
yeah, before you fight, it does. I think it should sit in C tier.
And you have to
I mean,
like
thank
just
God I
keep on
replaced
doing it
energy.
over and over if you're really gonna farm it for like something fun like Rock Bottom. It's more of a fun item. It's like Chammer.
You tell
It's
But,
not
like,
fun when you're
lower.
trying to get it.
you
not
tell
fun
people
when
you're
you're
trying to
trying to do it.
grind for TM trainer or rock bottom, then they all start following you.
Yes. It's more of a meme item. Crystal Key was super hyped
Yeah.
up when it got released because it was like an entire function that nobody knew how to do it until they learned it was like
Until like
XYZ.
And I was just like, oh, find the coordinates and let's get
as
like
Florio drops a
a one
video.
up.
Symbols.
Symbols.
It's
I'd say
It's not an S
it
tier
does.
item.
it's
Yeah,
not. It's
it's
definitely not
like
an S tier. I don't think it's an A
It
tier.
was an
either.
S tier item before it got nerfed,
I think
but
it's a B.
I think it's B. Like
Yeah.
it needs to be.
execution's
Because
great. Whoops, that's
yeah, the
bad.
execution is great.
Execution's
Yeah.
great. It's AoE. Execution's great. Damage is really fucking great too. The cooldown's not that long either. It gives stun. Symbols give stun, and it will knock them like a fist. But it gives more damage, more stun. The symbols have their own hitbox if you didn't know. So like this symbol, if you hit the left one, I mean the right one, um, basically if you hit them with the right one, they'll take 35 damage. If you hit them with the left one, they'll take 35 damage. So if you hit both symbols, they'll do 35 damage. No, 75 damage. No, 70 damage in total. Sorry. Um, and if you just keep on doing that for like 5 seconds, you're gonna get like a lot of damage, like 210 damage in like 2 hits, dude. Symbols is honestly the most annoying item too, because most randoms also use it, and they'll just
Like the
spam it, like clap their hands, like caltrops, dude. Like they'll just
Like
throw
It's
it.
the same for
they're just
golden
like
pan.
Like, dude,
Yeah, it was the same for gold pan.
symbols
Noobs love it.
AoE, symbols in AoE as well. The E move used to give stun, but that was too OP for Nico to think, and he nerfed it. So now it does 55 damage. Execution, if they're low enough, it's better than fucking Blaster, dude. It's a melee free item. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to grind anything. Fucking take it.
You have to grind deaths.
Yeah, it's honestly really great. The cooldown's not long. The symbol's E is not that long. It goes through walls. It goes through fucking stuff like Buster. So the range is not that big either, but you know you have to be close up. It's honestly great damage. And yeah, that's all I could say about it. There's no debuffs for using what's it called? Symbols. The only debuff you get is just not much walk speed. Or I don't think he gives any walk speed, to be honest. What?
What the?
Okay. So
So
banana.
another troll item.
I don't have
like
It's
any.
really good for healing.
I don't have any
It's good for
opinion because
healing.
I don't really use banana, so you guys might have to help me.
I put an A. Banana's
I put an
really
A.
good healing. Yeah,
Shield plus HP. It's pretty nice.
yeah. The healing is really good. The banana peel is really good in like to stun someone to make them ragdoll.
Yeah.
Put an A.
And it's like a
So I don't really know because banana is a
A.
two-way gear consumable healing item, and two-way is not that bad. You can obviously use boxing or something else like snow globe. The problem with banana is once you're eating it, you can't do anything. And if you do get canceled for healing, like if someone uses spook, they cancel your healing. You do get the banana peel though, but if your healing gets canceled, then it's kind of like a fuck up because you can't get your armor back. And you
well,
might be in a situation where if someone has like murderer's knife or cake of fire, then you're just gonna like fucking run forever.
Or you could use the peel to like
or
make them
look,
slip.
if I'm right though, the stun isn't as bad as like candy bag or something. I don't know.
pistol could obviously destroy banana because you know they're standing still. But
The
the
pistol nerf made it
healing's like
harder.
25 HP with like
No,
banana
it's
armor.
like 30. No, it's like 30 armor and like 40. No, it was like I don't remember, but he did nerf it and then he buffed it back to the way it was.
Not sure.
To put an A.
It's healing. Yes, that's fine. Healing's great in the
Oh,
game.
stand for Nafu.
But the stun, I don't know why. I don't know if you really want to use it for the stun. You could, you know, use the banana as a caltrop, but
You can use it when someone gets close to you trying to punch you. You could just quickly
It's a good
drop
bait.
it,
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
like
and
any
then they're
healing. It's
stunned.
like Bloxade or Bloxy, you know. But you know, if
Mm.
they were combined, like to healing, to be honest, I just put it in a B because you know, I don't know. If it was A, then it would be like walking with banana. Like if you could walk with banana then eat it, then that'd be awesome, to be honest.
Yeah.
Somehow get rock bottom with banana.
Okay, demonify. I don't even know. You love to use it. You hate to go against it.
Yeah, it's so annoying, especially when they have so much HP.
So
Yeah, if it's like some random guy being really annoying, they have like I don't know, like 500 HP. Above that, they're
It's
trying to
yeah, they're
evolve.
just really annoying to kill.
Yeah.
Demify is really good, but it's annoying to say that it's bad because you die to Demify a lot, maybe. It's annoying to fight against because it's just claw spam,
That
weakening
deals a
aura,
lot of damage.
sacrifice. Yeah, they're tanky. They have a lot of HP, but you just have to play good. To be honest, just get
Hope to God you
hammered
get
into
crossed.
telekinesis and new kick into the same process over and over until you just kill them, or just get crossed.
M1,
You know,
M1, M1. Ooh,
Husk.
got him.
Husk.
M1.
Ed's joined the voice chat and he just kind of looked at the stream, see what we were doing, and he saw his bloody battle and he just left.
Dude, so look, Demify, if you're low HP, you can pop Demify to get your HP back. And that's honestly really great because
That's
You
true.
could also do it before you get knocked.
if you
Oh, yeah, that is true.
or if you want to execute somebody, you just
Yeah,
use
that
Demify.
too.
Yeah, Demify is really good, but there's not really things that should be nerfed about it. Maybe the HP probably.
Or probably the damage of the claws.
Damage
Yeah.
to the claws is fine. It does 22.
I mean, thank God
It
it does
used-
not pierce.
Yeah, when it used to do piercing, it was like a major problem, but it
Piercing
still
was
does a lot of
annoying.
damage, and I hate it.
Yeah.
It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's just bad. Trust.
It's like 30 damage per hit, and
No,
it's a
it's
fast
22.
attack.
It's 22. It heals, and it heals for 3 max HP. That's all I could do. Demify life steals HP, and it also increases max HP that you have. It executes with the claws that you get from using Demify, which is a good item. The weakening aura that you get from Demify, it wakes up anybody that's knocked or has low HP.
And you can
It
sacrifice some.
put them at 1 HP though, so like let's be careful of that if you really want to like save a
Yeah.
friend or something.
But it's very good ones to sacrifice.
Good to execute. Good to weaken people. It's annoying to fight people like defense though, because like you do like 4 damage. So like people might call
But
you
you'll
for
still gain.
people might call you for like demon 5 farming or something. I don't know.
Some guy just looks at you and is like, "You're getting banned for farming." By the way, you see that?
Average
That's your
bloody battlers.
yeah.
I mean, you could probably get somebody banned for like saying like they're farming for HP because like they're fighting a milch user probably. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Evolved Demon on here, but it's an S tier though.
Evolving Installator, we just
I forgot to put Gaming Guy
Again,
on here
More
too,
much
but it's
annoying.
whatever. Fire X.
Fire
Gaming
Axe.
guy is a. It's a,
Fire Axe, I feel like is an A in my opinion. I really like it.
Yeah, that's
make a. You should like put gaming guy in its own tier called Yazi loves this.
no.
Everyone makes fun of me for
No.
loving gaming guy.
Gaming Guy is a D
Oh,
tier.
wait.
Gaming Guy is a C or D tier. Here, I'll even add Gaming Guy just to fucking get rid of it.
It's just not there because it sucks.
It sucks.
No, it doesn't.
No, because it doesn't have
mean,
it.
it's good.
hard
It's
to
just
find
good.
You
it.
know what? It's better than not having Gaming Guy here. It's not even an item. It's not even supposed to be an
It's gaming guy.
Yeah.
Gaming guy is a lot better than advanced combat.
Gaming Guy
That's for sure.
Fine, whatever. Okay. Yeah, Gaming Guy.
Why are you
Gaming
so
guy,
mean?
Oh no.
Gaming
Okay.
guy always limited.
Why are you so mean?
Gaming Guy sucks,
Okay,
bro.
listen.
Oh, but you don't have to be
Firefist-
mean about it.
Fire
Firefist
Axe and Firefist paired. Okay, Firefist is like only good when it's like paired with something like Fire Axe because then crits and all that.
It's also
No,
very
it's
good
good against the
Lost.
lost.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Firefist.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, against
Suck.
lost too. But
I
other
hate
than that, it
Firefist.
sucks. But
I don't want to explain why Firefist suck. It's, maybe it's because of the 10 stun and 25 burn damage. And the
Yeah.
fire lasts for like 3 seconds.
No,
it's a-
not. I think got nerfed from. Oh yeah, we got nerfed from 4 seconds to 3 seconds. And also the damage got nerfed.
Firefist damage is like 10, but your
Yeah.
fire does like 15 or 25.
It doesn't do a lot of
Gaming
damage.
guy combo.
So Firefist is more like tick damage overall. What Nico said, he said it was like damage overall. That's why he liked it. So maybe that's probably like why it was like that. I don't know. I forgot. Firefist just suck. It does not do a lot of damage. If you're going to get against advanced combat's just gonna destroy you if you have Firefist.
What about against lost users?
It's good
It's,
against lost users, but
It's good and lost.
lost users
yeah.
a perk. You could literally just change that and just fight like a Firefist user against like with like fucking
Unless
shield
you're
or
like
something.
somebody like Serial. Apparently, you're like bound to lost the whole your
No,
whole life.
you're bound to win if you have Firefist against Serial, dude. But whatever.
That goes the same
Flip-flop?
for Frost Glove.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Flip-flop.
No. You gotta make a god tier and put it above S,
God
and it has to be
tier.
purple. And it's only flip flop, please. Best item in the game.
Now, flip flop, the damage is not good.
No.
Now
No.
flip flop, the shield
No.
is great. You know what? Flip flops. I'm not a hater.
No,
I love
no,
flip flop.
yes.
Since
No.
flip flop
no.
was my only item back then during like winter update when I had sit, I was using sit to fucking hit people with flip flop. So I would okay, so quick switching. I was using quick switch with flip flop to hit people down with sit, and I was getting shield when they were knocked. And honestly, flip flop's great. It's great healing. It doesn't have an execution. It's literally a flip flop. What would it have? I'll explain why. I know I put advanced combat in like C tier I put Firefist in C tier. I put Cement Gun in C tier, Blaster C tier, Charge C tier, then put Flip Flop at S tier, dude. Why do I think Flip Flop is S tier? The shield
You're
regen it
clinically
has.
insane.
The shield regen it has. The shield income it has. Now Nico's like, why do you think Flip Flop is good? Flip Flop is not great. Now Nico's a hater of his item. Nico doesn't see the potential of Flip Flop. Now Flip Flop is really great because, you know what? Hold on.
Or you're just clinically insane.
No.
You clearly got hit too hard in the head with flip flop as a kid.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
He got hit too hard
this
with
is why
advanced
Flip Flop is
combat.
good. Look, Flip Flop is actually really great. Trust me. Look, I'll say why Flip Flop is
You
good.
talking to us?
So look,
And
when
Flip
you
Flop is
use Flip
great.
Flop,
Let me go to
it
this
does
meme real
15
quick.
damage. You could use it on people who are low. Just use other weapons, then combine Flip Flop. Look,
You
Hey,
talking
bro.
to us?
you
Hey,
will
bro,
know
take your
why
pill.
Flip Flop
Take
is
your
good if
pills,
you
man.
actually just used it. The
Husk,
damage, the damage is not great, but look, you can use other items to, make it good. Say like Sucker Punch, then use Fist, then if they're knocked, you can use Flip Flop on them to get shield back. So every time you're knocking them, you're getting shield ready for the fight. But just use other items like pistol or like fucking uh let's see, like a gear weapon that executes. What's a gear weapon that executes?
These nuts.
Time stop? I don't know. Or telekinesis, yeah, telekinesis. Did I get time? Or taser. Taser great too. What's it? Oh no. Flip flop is great. It's S tier. There's no
No
competition or what fuck the word of the fuck the word is. Look,
competition.
use flip flop competition. Look, battle box in flip flop. You're never gonna lose shield because the fucking guy that you're fighting against has like fist and he does like 15 damage or 10. Then you're using flip flop to get the shield back instantly, dude. You're not gonna lose with flip flop. Just use bubble, blanket, and flip flop. You're getting shield back instantly, dude. Just use fucking.
Bad example.
I think freeze grenade is like a B tier to be honest. Freeze grenade's a B tier. The freeze duration. So freeze grenade's like a grenade where you throw it, and there's like a certain range how much you could throw it. And freeze grenade is like not really a far range, but the freeze on it is like not really. It was really shitty, like really bad back then. Uh, like last update, it didn't even freeze for like it froze you for like a decibel, dude, like a half a second, then you'd be unfrozen.
Yeah.
It barely did anything, and now the freeze grenade now it freezes you for like a second or like maybe like 5 or 6 seconds, and that's really long because it got majorly buffed. It's like 2 to like 6 seconds, and that's actually pretty good. But that's only if you like actually land the freeze, and you're probably just gonna have to use the range to style the freeze grenade lot if you really want to hit your opponent with it. It doesn't execute; it just freezes people. It just stops them from moving, stops them in place, disables their inventory. You get the free damage, you get the free hits, and yeah, that's basically it. That's all I can say for freeze grenade. Now we have Frosted Fury. I was kind of a big fan of this to be honest. Like semi big fan. I always thought I always thought it said Frosted Furry, like furry,
Yeah. Right.
like what the heck.
Yeah.
It executes, which is automatically a better tier than these shit tiers. And it executes, right? So is it a B, A, or S tier? That's a great question. It freezes people, executes them, it gives them a cool death effect. It lowers temperature. It does crits if they're wet. The crits were really good back then. I don't know why he removes it. It should have been a water camper stuff. It should have stayed
Yeah.
honestly. The speed debuff for Frosted Fury. It's not it's not that bad. You mostly just want to hold fist out for walk speed, then use Frosted Fury. So you don't have to always hold it. The E move for Frosted Fury, however, is actually really good because it goes through walls. It can hit people from the spike that you generate from Frosted Fury. Um, the damage is not that bad. It gives frostbite. It honestly kills Lost perk instantly. It kills Milch users quite well too, because the frost the frosted hits gives like temperature down, and that's pretty good. It gives sick debuff. The sick debuff. The sick debuff
Say a sick
gets
debuff.
Sick
the
the
sick debuff.
buff.
I can't
Sick the
speak. I'm
buff.
speaking so much.
Sick
Okay, the
debuff.
sick debuff that you get from it is actually really good too. You inflict it on other people, and they'll get like a sneeze effect, and they'll just probably keep on fucking sneezing, and they'll die. Um,
Two.
Yeah.
Executes, freezes. It's not really good walk speed, but it has a really good counter, which is the E move. If anyone charges at you, if anyone runs away, it goes through walls. You know, Frosted Fury is certainly an item. It's actually really good in my opinion. It's a janky hitbox too, so it's not that bad. I honestly an A tier or maybe a B. Um, yeah, it's not really bad, and it's actually quite fine to be honest.
In the comments, yo, where's the fire axe?
Yo, in the comments, where's True Fire X? Yo, why is Flip Flop S tier? You know what? I think I changed my opinion on Flip Flop. This is because it doesn't have any
Oh my god.
it
Worth.
does it doesn't have any buffs to be honest. It needs to be buffs. No, I think Flip
True.
Flop's.
Well, how did I survive?
I move Flip Flop back to like C tier.
I'd say B, but
C
up to you.
CV. I put C. Damage is pretty bad. The shield regen is really good. You don't have to go
Yeah.
anywhere. If you have a friend, they could just block with boxing. You just get shield off them. You just do it on each other, and you get shield instantly. If you're in like 2v5s or something, like you boss raiding people. Okay, so it's like day 2. I forgot to finish the tier list because I got tired. So what do we have? Frostfist. All right. For I think we did candy bag already. Did I do candy bag? Yeah, I did. All right. Frostfist. Um, Frostfist is not bad. Uh, straight up give it like a B to be honest. Um, why? Because the old Frostfist it used to like freeze people, right? It was like an instant freeze proc. Uh, it's another RNG item. I don't really like it because of that. Um, so what Frostfist does basically is it has like a 10% chance or like a chance to freeze somebody, just like freeze grenade or like Frosted Fury E move, and it's for like 3 or 2 seconds, and that's honestly really good if you do get the proc. It beats like most fist fights to be honest. If you do get the proc though. Um, so the stun is normal, the damage is normal. 30 stun, 25 damage, fast swing rate like fist. It's the same. All you're just gonna get is a cool visual effect on your fist, and that's basically it. It just puts down temperature on people. So if you're in a boxing fight with somebody, like they have boxing, you have frostfist, you could just probably remove their temperature to make them sick if you can. Uh, you know what? Frostfist damage is it's the same. It's just the RNG item. It's better than Fist, basically. Better than Fist. Better than Fire Fist, to be honest. I think I should just rank it up more because it's the same as Fist, but you get freeze procs. It's like an upgraded version of anything besides like Fire Fist or Conductive. Because, the freeze is great, and it puts on temperature too, which is not bad. So, like, if someone's doing something like they can't move at all, like eating in a candy bag, you could probably, pull down their temperature or maybe just freeze them to stop their healing. That's great. Frostfist, it's hard to debate is it S tier or A tier, but, it's a better fist variant than normal fist or, fire fist. If you only rely on the frost proc to happen, then that's pretty bad to be honest. Just use it for the stun, ragdoll, and you would just get the the frost fist proc randomly. It would just save you in most fights. It's not bad. It's not the greatest either because it's just that's all it does. Well, I mean honestly, I think it's really good, but Because there's no downside for Frostfist. There's no penalty for using it. You're just gonna get Frostfist. You're just gonna get freeze procs. That's all you're gonna get. It's way better than Fist because it just has the freeze properties. It has the same properties as Fist where you can warm up. You can literally um you can literally just pull down temperature. It makes people sick. It makes them freeze. It makes them, it's way better than Fist, way better than Fire Fist, way better than Conductive. That's not really a playstyle. You just use it, and boom, you win. Frost Fist is just the, great item. It's not bad. If there was a nerf for Frost Fist, it kind of sucked. There was one, but that was for the freeze properties, so yeah. Frost Fist, not bad. If you have it, then hope you get the freeze procs. Now we have Frost Glove. Yeah, Frost Glove was a major thing in this update. So it got reworked. It's not the old one. The old one was great, but the new one, I honestly just straight up would rank it. Well, let's talk about it first. It's a Frost Glove. It's been reworked, so it's more aggressive. It's not really defensive on the old one. The new one, it has more attacks and moves that you can use. First one being the wall, the E move. I'm not sure. I don't really use Frostglove that much. I think it's the E. So basically, you pull up a wall, and if anybody shoots it with a projectile, it freezes them after like 3 seconds or something. Depends how long the wall's been up. Um, yeah, it just gives them frostbite. I think lowers the temperature, and it just basically shoots out a ice beam at them. Then we have the Q move. I think it's the freeze, like for like I don't know, ice particles. I don't know what it's called, like frozen shattered. I don't know, just think of a cool name. You basically pull out your frost glove, you aim it towards your direction that you're facing, and you basically just shoot out like freeze particles, and it does like 60 damage. I think it ignores defense too, because it's 1 damage per hit, and yeah, it kind of sucks to be honest, because you could just easily dodge it, and yeah, just move out of the way so you don't have to get hit by it. Um, why I don't really like that move is because you can't really do anything while you're doing that, and you might just get punished for even doing it. And it takes up your heavy slot as well, because Frost Glove, when you equip it or ticket it, you're not gonna have any gear or heavy slot because Frost Glove is 4 weight, and it's just really bad in my opinion. It gets rid of your heavy, it gets rid of your fist, it gets rid of your gear because you might ticket it or you just might um not have any weapon for your gear because you use Frost Glove and it's 4 weight, so you can't really do anything for it. It's an achievement item though, which is better than having it as a free item because it kind of sucks to be honest. What I'm thinking of it right now is like a C tier to be honest. I mean, it's really good for killing lost users, but it's not really great for actually using it in PvP. Um, you lose your heavy, which is the counter for like weapons that you can't really fight against. Like if someone runs at you, you can't really do a heavy move. You could do the Q move, yes, but like they might just, sidestep it or back off so they don't have to even go to you. There is a F move for Frost Glove, which is the F. The F move basically just pulls a spike like Frost the Fury, but further and pushes people towards you. But man, are gonna get outclassed by like a different weapon. I don't know. Frost Glove, the damage it's 30, more stun. It's like advanced combat, gaming guy, stereotype, but with frostbite inflicted. Damage of it is not great at all. The defense is not great either. The old one was way better, but yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion, to be honest. Um, it's just not it. It's just super slow, and it just feels weak to use, to be honest. I don't know. Then we have gifts. Overall, um, I think gifts aren't like my favorite. It's like a D tier, to be honest. But honestly, saying that charge is D tier, it is, to be honest. Bubbles is D tier. Air, D tier does literally nothing. In my opinion, I think gifts is like B or C. Because once you're in like situations where you need gifts and you need to heal, and that's only your free source of healing, they might come in clutch, to be honest. They might come in with the healing while you're at 1 HP, but that's only in situations where you can get the healing. Because there's a chance for you to get death, but that's always not lightly gonna happen. Um, you might get defense or healing or even armor, max armor, dude. Um, I say it's C tier, like as candy bag, where the candy bag healing is RNG. Um, it's the same as gifts, to be honest. Gifts are stronger healing, but you kind of have a limited of use to even use the gifts. So, yeah. I don't know. There's nothing really much special about gifts. It's just a gear that, basically place it, boom, you get healing or you just die. Uh, Once you use all 6 of them, it's kind of gone. So, yeah, gifts are just not it, dude. There's no damage, there's no like synergy, it's just healing straight up. Next we have Golden Fan, and this is honestly the most popular um use of items in loadouts. Um, I think Golden Pan's like an A, just straight up an A. It's the same as like Fire Axe, Frosted Fury, but less damage, but way better because you could attack fast with it, and you basically can rack up a lot of damage for only the cost of just holding it. It gives you 3 walk speed, it gives you 35 damage, it has high attack speed, and it can even go crazy if you have attack speed bonuses like Mind Grapes or Blockade. Um, it's honestly really good. There's no downside of having it. It's just like a free item you can just use. It's a free to play item, does damage, executes if people are low. Yeah, a Golden Advantage is good. The damage is great. It's not annoying. I mean, it is annoying when we have randoms just, use it on you when you're finding somebody, but just be just be aware of your surroundings, to be honest. It's just good. Yeah. Golden Pan, the damage is great. The fucking execution's great as well. If you wanna just pressure people, just use Golden Pan, to be honest. They have a grenade. Um, Honestly, a B tier. Well, it goes through the topic of A or B, but I think it's a B, to be honest. Grenades is just one of those items that are ranged execution. It does have an AoE of effects, so like once you throw it and it lands on like a surface, it blows up. That's literally what a grenade is. You could eat it and wait 17 seconds to blow up. If you want to get like some free kill, I guess, you just have to be really careful because you have to like keep count of your time that you're gonna blow up. So yeah. Freeze. I mean, the grenade is just like throw it, boom, blow up. Um, you have to be really precise where you throw the grenade because you're gonna have to be like, okay, this guy's gonna walk here, like here to here. So you would have to throw the grenade between here because like if he's over here, he's gonna walk into it. So be really careful where you throw your grenade. Um, Sometimes it might even just fuck up on you and just blow up midair and just kill you or something. Or if you throw it in like inside like a close space area like houses like in Sawmill, you might just blow up yourself. Um, yeah, just be careful when you're using grenade because it might just fuck you up or just like not even throw because like since quick switching is gone, you can't really throw it when you're like holding something else. Um, Grenade, it's a free item. It's not bad. It's a ranged. You can throw it when you're like, maybe trying to chase someone. There's not really such situations where it could be bad, but it's there. It's not bad. I prefer it over like pistol, to be honest, since I can, like make an explosion. Now we have hammer. All right, hammer. All right, this is my favorite item, to be honest. S tier, in my opinion. So let me say why hammer is an S tier item. Even from its nerf of stun, hammer is so fucking good. It does not disable your inventory. It cannot be, stopped from quick switching. It does high damage. It's free stun. The fucking hitbox of it is so broken. Oh my god, hammer is so good, dude. I don't know why you would give up hammer. Um, it's just really good. I'll show you some clips of hammer really being good in some moments here, but if I do ever edit that in the video, then I'll show you. I'll show you. But look, hammer is just really good. The only downside of having hammer is just the walk speed penalty, which is like, I don't remember, but I think you lose walk speed for you holding it, but you could literally just hold fist and just, get the walk speed from there. It's a free counter. Hammer is literally a counter for everything. It's like your heavy slot, but you can move with it, dude. You can literally have a because hammer has a big hitbox, right? And even if you miss your hammer, it makes like a small shockwave when you land it like on the floor, and it gives stun to other people. And dude, hammer is just great. I don't know why people would diss on it. Like it's too slow, or it's not worth using hammer. Like why? Like what do you mean? Hammer is just great. Um, it shatters people. It does high damage. It gives stun. You can knock people with it. It removes super armor from grounded. It removes shield instantly. You literally cannot escape hammer. It's honestly great. If you're trying to go for a counter, hammer's there. If you're trying to like turn tables around, you pull out hammer, boom. You honestly just win. Um, Now, once you're using hammer, I think the only really wrong side about using it is like if you get your hammer stolen, you might not like be able to move because hammer stucks you in place, or you might get countered from like telekinesis. That's another item that messes up hammer. Um, Ranged weapons probably, but the hammer is just a good counter. It's good damage. It's awesome. I don't know what I could really say about it. Hammer really saved me in some times where I really needed the damage. Um, yeah, I think Hammer's just great overall, to be honest. Now, you hate to see it, but you really you really love it. But you really don't like it. Now, Head Taker. We're talking about Head Taker now. It could be an A tier, but it could be a B tier, or people just want to be a joke and just put it at D tier because they say it sucks. Now, in reality, Head Taker is one of the items that do high damage in the game. It's an achievement item, melee, for weight. You know, there's a high cost for using Head Taker, and I think it should be like, kind of like nerfed a bit, to be honest. Like you make Head Taker and Ticket for like a quite of a price, to be honest, and most of it is just gonna be like, you're getting a penalty for even using Head Taker. You lose HP when you hold it. Um, no, I mean you lose max HP when you hold it, like 25 HP gone. Boom, you're just gonna die in like 2 hits. Um, but once you use Head Taker, I mean, it does 70 damage on flat, just flat out 70 damage. Every time you hit somebody, 70 damage. You cannot hit ragdoll people anymore because Nico thought it was funny. So like, let's make Head Taker now remove heads when people are knocked. So you can't execute with Head Taker anymore because I don't know why. It doesn't take heads anymore. Uh, I don't know. The community thought it was like really stupid, so like let's make Head Taker not remove heads when people are knocked or ragdolled or downs. That's only like it would be an S tier item, but there's like a lot of things that make Head Taker quite bad as its recent day because you cannot use any achievements with it. It's 4-way. I mean, I understand that's why it's 4-way because it's annoying to fight against, which you have like grounded Head Takers. Um, 4-way makes you demonic, makes you lose HP, but at the price of getting Head Taker heads, you get a lot of walk speed, max HP, and you get armor replenished every time you get a head. But that's only gonna work if you get heads, so you need to get kills with Head Taker for it to be, useful. Um, the head taker won't work unless you just hold it flat out. I don't really think it's great because of that. You could literally get tased, or you could literally just get like canceled out, like with like a sucker punch. Then head taker's like fucked up because of that. Um, the cooldown of it is not it's not that bad, honestly. It's like a great swing rate, to be honest. The hitbox is kind of janky, to be honest. It's really weird. Sometimes you're like hitting your opponent like in front of you, and like the hitbox of it is like in the fucking back of your shoulder or something. I don't know, man. It's weird. The damage is great. The execution's great if you can land it. Um, the price of getting heads or kills with it, it's awesome. But at the same time, you get a penalty for using it. It does not work. It doesn't really synergize if you don't have heads. You're too slow. You're always out for kills. You're demonic. You might just even lose to a cross. Um, Angels are more stronger than you, and it doesn't work if you're fighting a shielded user. To be honest, have you ever thought about that? Like shielded people, like if you have high armor, you're never gonna do anything with head taker. You're not gonna make any progress. That's why I'm not really thinking head taker is really overpowered. It's an item and it executes, yeah, but you always need to have the person standing up for them to like even be executed. Like they have to be like up, not like down. They have to be like like fighting you. Um, head taker, it's not really a great item anymore. It's been nerfed really hard, to be honest. Uh, moving on from head taker, we're going on heavy punch. Um, heavy punch hasn't been changed a lot, to be honest. It's not really a great counter unless your opponent's really stupid to walk into your heavy punch. Um, heavy punch, it's like a no, it's a B or C tier. It's not an overpowered heavy. Um, you used to do crazy shit with heavy punch back in the days. So heavy punch will basically essentially do 80 damage if the person has no armor, but if they have armor, it will remove all their armor. That's really powerful. Um, it will also stun them if they do not have super armor. But if they do have super armor, it would just do 80 damage on flat. But once you do that, you can't really do anything else until your inventory gets enabled after you do it. There's a windup for using head taker. Heavy punch, and it's kind of easy to dodge, to be honest. It's really noticeable. Once you know that your person or your player that you're fighting has heavy punch, you could really just counter. Just find a counter for it and just not go near him at all. Um, you know, it's not a C tier, but head taker. Fucking heavy punch. I keep on saying head taker, but heavy punch. It's not bad. It's not really garbage because um you could get some good situations where you could get the heavy punch in. The stun of it is not. It's kind of long, to be honest. It's like about like 5 or 6 seconds. Um, Another thing about heavy punch is the cooldown for it is not that long. It's like 5, 6 seconds once you use it. Yeah, I don't know. Heavy punch. If you miss it, you kind of get punished for using it though. So heavy punch, not that bad, but just get just get the hit in, and you're just gonna be fine. Now I could just speed this up and just give out my honest opinion and just say like 3 words if I wanted to. Um, Ace here, to be honest. 15 defense, but you lose like 1 walk speed, so it's not that bad. Uh, Terrible. It's not really great. It's because you teleport randomly on the map, and that could literally just get you killed instead. Without like, because it always teleports you in the sky. It doesn't literally teleport you on the ground. It just teleports you to like saws, void, map. Like it just wants you dead. It doesn't even bring you to your opponents. It's terrible. I don't know why it's in the game. It's literally only used for Curious Badge. Hot chocolate, honestly C tier. Healing's great, yeah. The frostbite, gets reduced. Um, the warmth gets highly, it's great on warmth. On temperature, I mean. The healing's great. The attack speed buff is great. The debuff of it, it's there. It's like a sugar crush, like from birthday cake. Hot chocolate, it takes kind of long for it to, just to drink, to be honest. It's not really the best anymore. Hot chocolate back then was actually really better than the one since we have now. Now, Ice Hammer. It's really terrible if you're doing it without any max HP. It's honestly recommended to play any perk when you're using Ice Hammer because that's all it relies on. If you're using Ice Hammer as a none perk or like Bunny or like a really low HP perks, then it's not gonna really work out well because it requires you to give yourself less HP for Frostbite, and Frostbite is the mechanic of Ice Hammer, which is really unique. I like the idea of that, but the frostbite that you gain reduces the HP that you have, and it just makes you have like a locked cap of HP. So you can't really use Ice Hammer to where if you're like 1 HP, you might just get pierced or like blasted or like parasited, and then you just might die because of that. And then you might say just Ice Hammer just sucks because you don't play it like grounded or tank. Um, it's not really well. It's really fucking good if you do get HP. Um, But that's only if you're playing a perk, though. I don't really think of Ice Hammer that much, but it's great. It's like a A or B, to be honest. A if you really want to be annoying or have fun, but in PvP it kind of sucks because you're just gonna have to play grounded and just do the same thing over and over. Get your opponent on frostbite, hit them with Ice Hammer. Um, but overall, I think it's an A. The duration of the frostbite moves are really good. Should I think Nico nerf Ice Hammer? No, to be honest. It's fine as it is now. Katana. Well, I do like Katana, but at the same time when you're lagging and you do use Katana, you just die. Sometimes Katana is really buggy and sometimes it's really good. Honestly, if you're using Katana without any lag, it's a great execution way because um there is two features about Katana if you don't know. So basically, there's a thing called DS, which is damage stacking, I think. So once you're using Katana, you may think it does nothing because you feel like when you just click on somebody, it does nothing, right? But that is stacking damage on the person. So every time you swing, you do like, I don't know, let's just make up a random amount of DS we can make. Like 40 DS, like the first swings that you do. Then when you swing again, you do 80. You do 40 again. So that makes up 80. And once you press the E move, you double the I think DS. I don't know. I'm not really good at math because katana is really weird how to use it, and I never really used the swing moves. I just use it to execute people that are down with katana because katana has a execution move and it's really good. There's also another feature with Katana. So when you do execute someone that's standing up while they're alive, you do get another dash, so you can just dash like twice, and that's honestly really awesome. Katana, I think gives you like 3 walk speed. I'm not sure. There is no downside for using Katana. You don't get penaltied. You don't get anything like that. Katana is a free item. It's melee, and it's honestly really great, to be honest. Should I say that you should use an achievement over Katana? No, I don't think you should, to be honest. Katana, if you know how to use it, you know how to use it. If you know how to click info button with Katana, then yeah. Now kick. Ooh, kick's a really good item. So kick, it's a new item that was released this update, and it's honestly really good. So basically, what kick does, it's a heavy slot item, and basically what it does, it will make you stand still for like 3 seconds and propose a kick. Simply like it was basically a reference off the Mario taunt, no, the Luigi taunt down, I think, in Super Smash Bros. Um, basically what kick does, it will do like 60 damage or something. But what is great about kick is it ignores super armor, it ignores a lot of stuff. it will basically stun anyone. Literally, you cannot dodge. I mean, you cannot dodge the kick. You cannot like stand up. Once you get kicked, you're knocked down. You're forced to be ragdolled. You cannot have milge. You cannot have um demify. You cannot have grounded. You cannot have like even I don't think revives like extra lives or force field. I don't think it dodges kick. Kick is just super superior. Combine it with combos like toy shovel or telekinesis, it will literally synergize really good. Kick is like a great way to keep someone down or continue a combo that you like. And honestly, it's one of the best heavy slots items that were released to the game. People might not use kick well because if someone's going up towards you, you might like just use kick and you might just mess up. You just might miss and you might think it sucks because of that. But nah, just use fist or like a stun item, then use kick. It's gonna be a really good trust. Know how to use kick and you will just get rewarded a lot, to be honest. It's a great way to turn the tables around on the fight. So yeah, the cooldown's not that long either. So I have magic cards. To be honest, like a D or C tier. It's not great. Magic cards aren't not really it. So I'll just put it on a D tier. Why? Because it's RNG. Another item is because another reason is because I don't like magic cards. I can aim well with magic cards, yeah, but like it makes you have like a speed debuff when you're holding it. Um, once you're drawing cards, you can't really like um stop moving slow. So like yeah, it's not really anything special about magic cards. It's just like you draw a card, you get a random effect, you throw it at somebody. It's not really gonna do anything good besides the win card, gesture card, heartbreak card, and maybe the shield card. The teleport or like the green card, I don't know. They're just kind of there. Magic cards are great, but it's RNG based, and then you might not even get anything good. So yeah, just spam arranged. There's only like 2 executions for a magic card, and then you have to use your brain like a teleport card to teleport somebody off. At the same time, you just might miss, and you just yeah, magic cards. Yeah, I don't know. He could probably not. Nico could probably buff magic cards. It's not. I'm not. It's not. I'm not bad with it. I'm just like, it doesn't really give me the execution where I need it. Like, I need Midas touch, dude. Like this guy is nuts. I need the golden card. I need to goldify him, you know. But I get like a fucking teleport card. Like, what the hell? It's not gonna work out, you know. Yeah, it's not an item that you can control, to be honest. It's more of an item that you just don't really need. And whenever you just see it in your inventory, you're like, wow, this is actually really cool. But when you play the game and you actually need an execution, Magic cards is gonna be like, wow, instant reset, dude. Mind grapes. I've been using mind grapes a lot recently. I don't think it's a bad of an item. I don't really eat a lot of it. I just eat one and just wait for it to run off. Then I just eat one for the walk speed. So Mind Grapes gives you a buff on your stats, but when the buff runs out after like 20 seconds, you lose the you lose the buff and you lose HP. And your screen goes purple, then goes contrast, it gets darker, then boom, your head just like hits like a brain crush or whatever. Then you go back to when you first didn't have the Mind Grapes buff. I think it's a great stat booster. If you really need to get like some speed, Mind Grapes is there. If you really need to get some attack speed, Mind Grapes is there. Like again, uh, if you need to get some jump power, Mind Grapes. It's free. It's free gear. It's a free stat buffer. Um, Mind Grapes does execute, which is the downside. If you don't eat Mind Grapes when you're low HP, you just die because your head gets blown off. It's Mind Grapes again. It makes your like mind more like buffed, I guess. And after it's like a heroin. It's like a drug thing. I don't know. All right. Now we have Murderer's Knife. I didn't get the image for it because like I was too lazy. So like I just went on the Roblox catalog. Most of the time, Nico would just like use like a Roblox item and just add it to his game. Honestly, it's not that bad. I kind of like enjoy that too. You just reskin like the item and just like again like a name. That's all he does. It's kind of lazy to be honest, but like I don't really mind it to be honest. I don't really mind it either. So, Murder's Knife. Murder's Knife was super good, like super good. I'm not even kidding. It instant shot one like anyone. It just one shot anybody if you don't have shield. So basically, Murder's Knife will work if the opponent does not have shield. Um, Most of the time you would just have to get rid of the shield first, then use Murderous Knife, because Murderous Knife's gonna carry you all the time if the person does not have shield. So Murderous Knife does 100 damage if the person does not have shield, or I mean armor, armor, shield, however you want to call it. Um, it does not ignore defense. It will be half damage. Like if you have like boxing gloves, you hold F, you block it, you will do 50 damage instead. Uh, The Murderous Knife does 100 damage. If the person does not have shield or armor, like how you ever like to be called it or whatever. Honestly, there is a move where you can throw the Murderous Knife, and that is honestly really good if you can aim it, because it gets a lot of people off caught. I mean off guard. And honestly, I think Murderous Knife is really good, but there's like a slight cooldown for when you're holding it, because it needs to be nerfed, to be honest. So it got nerfed, and when you hold it, you have like a slight delay for using it. So yeah, it's an A tier, to be honest. It does high damage against demons. It does high damage against people who have high HP. It does high damage if you're trying to get the HP. It kind of gets countered by shielded though. So like, hope you have like a piercing weapon with Murderous Knife. Um, yeah, Murderous Knife executes as well. It also goes to a badge called telekinesis you could do. So if you really want to get a badge, just get Murderous Knife and kill 19 random people. Woohoo. Murderous Knife has the badge feature, which is honestly really great too. Then we have Music Box. So Music Box, another new item added to the game. I honestly think it's super annoying, to be honest. Uh, to be honest, D tier, or maybe C tier, maybe. You know, so basically, Music Box makes you go to sleep if you're around it. Um, It'll put you to sleep, and if you get hit by it, then you will go back to sleep. It's basically like an infinite stun lock, and it's super annoying to fight against. Um, but it's really good if you get people in it, because like you get like a bow, and then charge up your bow shot, then hit them with it. It's like a little bear trap, like caltrops, but and overall, if you really want to do damage, then Music Box is not your choice. It does heal you if you're really low on HP and you really need to use it, so that's free healing right there. You can drop it or fling it or throw it at people, but it might not work because it might get overshot or just like, not even fling at some point. Um, I don't know, man. Music Box doesn't do damage. It doesn't really do anything. It just puts people to sleep and just heals them. Yeah. It's free item. It's a gear. There's no downside for holding it. The only downside for using Music Box is that you just have to stay still for a second to place the Music Box down. And yeah, I don't know. Music Box it just doesn't really help out. I mean, it stops people from going directions. Like if they wanted to go shield, but there's a Music Box, they can't really do it. So you can just like place it as a trap, I guess. Then we have Nabu. Fuck, Nabu's a great item. I'll explain why it's an S tier item. So basically, Nabu is a gear. I mean, a gun. Sorry, ranged. Um, it's based off the Persona. I don't know. I forgot. It's like Persona something, and essentially it was a Mystery Box 5 item. You can't get it anymore. You could ticket it if you want. Ticket Nabu is pretty bad. Um, Basically, you can ignore defense with the bullets. You can give fate to the bullets, and then you can use traps from the gun. Then you can also shoot a beam with the gun. Um, it has a fast reload, has big projectiles. It makes you stand still in place, which is the downside though, to shoot the gun, because you have to aim it, so it makes sense that you would have to stay still. It staggers people, and also, just a little small feature with that too. Um, you know, there's a 3-weight penalty for using that though. It does get rid of your range slot, so it's better than magic cards or maybe like Cake of Fire 2. Um, it's more of a defense item if you want to use it like that, but I use it as offensively as I can because it has a staggering feature where if you shoot someone with the bullet, they'll stay still for not stay still, like maybe get slowed down by a lot. Then I just spam the bullets on them so they can't run away. Nabu is honestly really great for defense, where if you place a trap on yourself, it'll make an orb trap, and basically it just sends people up in the sky, and that's honestly really good too. It also adds fate. Now Nabu has a fate mechanic, where if you have the fate bullets, aka from the gun where you're shooting it, like 6 times, 6 bullet will give fate, and if you unequip the weapon and then unequip the weapon like Nabu again, you apply more fate. Now, Fate is honestly a really great mechanic with Nambu because the Fate will execute anybody that do have 0 Fate. Now, it's really complicated when you're saying the Fate mechanic when you're saying Fate a lot. Sorry. Um, Nambu has an insta kill mechanic basically, and you have to shoot down or like damage the person down to 0 Fate to kill them instantly. And there's another, and that's the move for the R move, which is the beam, where you throw like a beam up in front of you, and that basically just gives iframes to people, but you really need the 0 Fate for that to even work. Um, that move does kind of nothing. It just gives iframes. If you want to dodge a bomb, then use that R move on yourself so you don't like take damage. That move is basically self iframes, basically self defense, and basically long range. And it's really good because it ignores defense and basically staggers people. Now, is it good in damage? No. But, if you can land your bullets, then yes, it's great. Is it good in executions? No. But if you do want to go for the non-boot fate executions, it's not really great. But it's way better than having to, like, use a ranged item like Cake Fire or Cement Gun, because, like, you can have the staggering feature. Now, Cement Gun is like a tick damage like an item. You don't really ever get the cement if you're not really good at aiming. You're mostly using Cement Gun to tick people's HP down. But Nambu, you can use it to chase runners. You can use it to make it as a defense item. You could use it as stun, or you could use it to make people get off you. Like, back off, I don't want you near me, so just use the gun and just shoot them and just make them, like slow them down. Um, Nambo is great, to be honest. I don't know why people diss on it. Maybe because they probably don't know how to use it. So now we have Parasite, I'm pretty sure. We stopped on Nambu, so now we're on Parasite. Parasite's a one-away item. It's achievement as well. I am gonna include achievements to this tier list because a lot of people use tier lists on achievements too. Parasite. So basically, Parasite. I'm not gonna rank it yet. We'll talk about what it does. It'll basically take up your gear slot, give you 1 weight, and that's all it does. So when you use it, you will eat the parasite that's in the jar, and you will basically have like a new mechanic to your character. It's a passive. Um, so you may be like, okay, what does it does now? What do it do? You know. So basically, what it does, once you press E move without any items equipped, you will shoot out like a lunge attack with the parasite in your stomach, like the imposter from Among Us. I hate myself for saying that joke. So it will do 40 piercing damage. It can be blocked by defense items, which kind of sucks to be honest. But look at it. It does okay. Well, I'm just gonna get to the point. It sucks. No one ever uses it. You could do more damage than Parasite than you possibly can with any other item. Sorry. You could do more damage with any other item possibly with you. Okay, I can't speak. I'm so sorry. You could do more damage you possibly can than using Parasite. There is a self feature where you can damage yourself to feed the Parasite because the Parasite needs hunger to even, basically do anything. The Parasite has a feature where if you take damage, you will replenish the damage that you taken only for health though. It doesn't work for armor. It doesn't give any stats. It doesn't give anything. It just gives you passive regen if you do take damage from any player, and that only works if you're gonna take damage from any player. Um, it does give 40 piercing damage, but that's only if you really want to use a Parasite. If you want to fight with that. You could self-knock yourself to get up, to get HP back, because people don't really do that. They don't waste their lives to get HP, so Parasite C tier to be honest. FR for real. It's just a FR or ONG moment. Parasite, it's not really used, item. If you have piercing weapons though, however, like spear, blaster, Parasite's gonna do well to be honest. Now pillow D. So why? I haven't even started talking about it. Does it not execute, does low damage. It was literally nerfed for no fucking reason. Nico just said like, wow, this shit sucks. We should make it even suckier to be honest. We should just make Pillow outright the worst item in the game. Pillow does 8 damage. It can literally be blocked. It can literally be defensed. It gives passive regen on hit though. It makes people sleep if they're below 75% and have a 10% chance to even make them fucking sleep. The damage is terrible, does not have an execution, does not have a self regen, it does not have any buffs besides hitting people for HP, or even you have to be close to even use pillow. Either ways, um, it's not really great. The damage is terrible. The walk speed's not even good either. Um, there's no stat gains. There's no defense. Oh, well, you're hitting a player, you do get 10 defense, but that goes away after like fucking 0.5 milliseconds, dude. That shit's gone in like not even a second. It's gone in like 0 seconds. It's terrible, dude. I feel bad for whoever uses pillow. Unironically, I feel bad for you. People are like justice for pillow. That shit sucks. It's not even good. It hasn't ever been good. When was it last good? Maybe when it had this the fucking buff to shield. Yeah, that's when it was good to be honest. Um, yeah, pillow's not great. If you have it, then I'd say just reset your fucking self, dude. Pillow's not gonna get you anywhere. You're not gonna get damage. You're not gonna get high execution. It's for fun, I guess. It's more of a fun item. If you guys like fun, you could use pillow. If you want to put people to sleep, then if you're just wanting to make people to sleep, just use pillow, I guess. Okay. All right. Done updating my list of gears. Sorry. So we have pistol. Uh, Pistol's a ranged. It's free. It's a free item. You always get in your loadout. It's randomized, so you will probably have pistol at one point. Basically, it shoots bullets for 8 or 6. I think it does 6 because it got nerfed. I don't know why it got nerfed, but I don't know why anything gets nerfed. I don't know, man. It's just a Nico idea. Um, he either gets it from people or it's just like his brain just like flops and like, wow, I should just nerf this for no reason. Um, so pistol does 6 damage. It's not great. It does like 12 damage. If it's like a headshot, still not great. Now you get 12 bullets in the chamber. I'm like, wow, wait, that's really good because like you do a lot of damage with the 12 bullets. No, you can't. Sorry, that's only if you can aim it. Not when they're standing still, Johnny. You can't hit them when they're standing still. They'll probably be moving like a fucking lost user, dude. Yeah, it does counter lost users, but like you're mostly gonna be fighting like shielded or like grounded because that's like all the metas in the game now. No one plays none, literally. Um, Now you're gonna fight a person with pistol, then it's probably gonna be easy win for you because like pistol does like tiny baby damage. It doesn't do shit. Now the execution for pistol is honestly really good because it's a ranged execution if you do get the headshot. It's annoying to have. Pistol is not really a C tier because it can execute, it does damage. It's there. Um, it does. It's a ranged. You can aim it. You can shoot it. You can reload it. There's not really. Well, there is a speed debuff for having pistol now because reloading was stupid. So I guess it's bad now. Um, pistol it got gutted. It's okay to use, I guess, in 2022, but the old pistol was so good, dude. I rather have the old pistol. Pistol would be way shittier if it ever got changed again, and I would never use pistol and just straight up use Nambu instead. Um, you know, pistol was like, just a B or B, mid, just mid. Just put a mid, dude. Um, if you have a disagreement, send me it in the comments, and I'll probably just say fuck you and just and like your comment. And ratio, sweetheart. And then whatever. I'm so uncanny. Um, pickaxe. I'm not a fan of pickaxe. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. There is nothing good about pickaxe. So, pickaxe is basically just hit your opponent 5 times, death. It's straight up death. Now, that may be good if you didn't have backhand, spook, steal, um, other shit items that could like fucking ruin your pickaxe, like counters. Pickaxe sounds super easy to use, but the hitbox of it is so bad. Like, it's like you're fighting on like 500 ping, dude. The pickaxe hitbox is terrible, dude. You just don't want to use it. Uh, it does execute though. Like, if you do have opponent with like a high HP or high defense, you could use it to execute them with pickaxe. But it does the effect for golden pickaxe, the golden fight on because pickaxe is from inscription, and basically the pickaxe will make your limbs turn gold, and one by one your limbs will be all gold, and when you become all gold, you will die instantly because that's how Golden Fire works. It's basically like Golden Pan, but slower and nerfed. If Golden Pan was balanced. Now the damage for Prospective pickaxe is not that bad. The swing rate's not that bad, but you just have to aim it really well, I guess. I don't know why the hitbox of the pickaxe is literally in your fucking shoulder or your back, dude. It's like literally in your arm. It's not even the pickaxe. It's literally in your arm. Um, I honestly don't use pickaxe that much. The Prospector's pickaxe is what it's called, but I don't really use it that much to be honest. It does execute, but the price for it to be paid, you just have to keep on hitting them with the pickaxe. That sounds easy if you actually do it, but like you want to dodge stuff too. Like you don't want to get hit by a chainsaw. You don't want to get hit by a head taker because once you lose your HP, you're going to be really weak to even use pickaxe. Quick draw. I think it's a B to be honest. Quick draw is you know, it's there. It does high damage. It does like 16 damage per bullet. And it's honestly a great way to trip people off. There is no walk speed when you're holding. There's no walk speed debuff when you're holding it unless you're using the move, which is the E move, will make you quick draw, like how the name is, where you will get a randomly generated bullet that will do high damage, super high damage, at the price for timing it right. Basically, press E, time the bullet when it says draw, and you get the high damage in. Um, quick draw. The reload, if you switch to any other gear while you're reloading, it does cancel it. Um, the reload is kind of long, but you just want to get the quick draw revolver reloaded. It executes if you do the E move. If you time the E move right, you can execute people with it. Just make sure you have your volume on, or you like predict it. Like if you use quick draw a lot, when it happens, you could use quick draw without volume if you're that good. Um, or you could just use it to trip people down, or you could just use it to you can't aim it. You can't aim it like pistol though, which kind of sucks. You have to be on ground level when you're using quick draw, but it's still a great overall DPS item, and it's also a great item to even like aim with. It's not that hard. It's like Nambu. Um, just be experienced with using quick draw. It's not bad. Just please, just like try it for once. Don't even like get rid of it. I honestly think it's okay to use. It's also great to keep range, like a range of fights with people. Just a little thing. Okay, oh wait, hold on. I just see this. All right, so that's rollout. Um, my images that I took in might be shit to be honest, but that's rollout. Rollout's terrible. That's all you can say. Rollout doesn't help you at all. Unless you just want to go for the easiest iframes like in fucking life, the world. I mean, rollout is not good. Reasons why is because you basically roll a roll that gives you iframes. That's all it does. If you're on fire, I guess you can use it to save yourself some HP, but what are you gonna do afterwards? Heal up? No, rollout just sucks. It should just get changed or reworked, to be honest. Um, it basically you once you use it, you will be like you will be placed into an animation where you would just roll. Then that's it. That's all it does. You just roll. It's not even a joke. It's just not even a meme. It's just rolling out, and nobody likes it. It doesn't do damage. It doesn't stagger people if you do roll into them. It doesn't tackle people. It doesn't like fucking do anything. It just gives you iframes and dodge. That's all it does. And it's not even for long either. It's for like a second. It's like 2 seconds, dude. Like one or fucking half a second. It's not even that long. It's so bad. Um I say it should just be changed. I'm not even a hater of it. It just sucks. It's easily flawed by a lot of stuff. Now we have Roundhouse. Um it's great if you want to kick people to like death hazards, like saws or like desert quicksand. Um, should I say you should just use it when you like fight someone like head on? No. Um, heavy. It's not gonna disable the inventory's opponent. It will give them high stun and do like mediocre damage, like 50. Um, it's not gonna give you the win though. It's not like a free win item. If you want to kick someone into the saws, then go ahead, be my guest. But you might, if you have a smart opponent, they might just not charge at you first head on and just walk into you and just you might even kill yourself too. Um, the damage is not that bad. It's a heavy item too, so like props for it being a heavy item. But back then when Roundhouse was released, it was super fucking good. It was the best stun item. You know, you stun people instantly. It was overall super broken. But now since quick switching this fixed, it's not really great. And why I'm bringing up quick switching is because quick switching was like literally the essential way to end fights in like 2 seconds. It was brain dead, of course, but like if you're fighting multiple people, then yeah, it's super great to have. But now you just have quick switch list fights. They're really plain to be honest. It's just whoever can spam M1 the most fucking wins, dude. um, but Roundhouse, you know, if you want to kick someone off to like a death hazard to make a cool combo, I guess. Or if you want to like kick a ragdoll body, then you could do that, I guess. You know, the stun is great too. Just hit someone like 2 times and get the ragdoll with the roundhouse in, and you get the stun. You know, you can't control roundhouse either, so that's the downside of having it. Once you're roundhousing people, once you do it, you're stuck in place. Then moving to like a little, like you move up a little shortly. You can't use other items when you're using roundhouse because quick switch patch. So you know, it's a heavy item. Should I say you should use it? No, it's not really it. I'll show you why roundhouse is not that great. Because if you use it really badly, then you're gonna get punished for even using it. Oh yeah, Sandman's awesome. Now Sandman, for here a reason, it has stun, it has high DPS, it gives great walk speed, the same as Fist. It's only for damage. It doesn't give stun. It gives you high walk speed. It gives you normal stats. It doesn't increase other stats besides walk speed and damage. It doesn't give you. I mean, it doesn't increase damage, but it gives you like better walk speed. It used to give you 4 walk speed, but now it's 3. Just to balance it out. It used to be better with runner too. Basically, what Sandman is, it's a baseball bat from the scout from TF2, and basically you have a E move where you can throw a baseball and stun people. Now that baseball ignores everything. If you're milled, it's similar like kick, where you could use the kick and ignore everything, but the baseball is a great stun item too. If you have kick, Sandman, then maybe like another item. I don't know what you want. But Sandman Kick is super great because you can aim the ball and you can stun people like even if they have super armor, even if they're evolved demon, even if they're like the strongest men in the world, the baseball bat and the baseball will just fucking ignore everything, dude. The stun of Sandman is so good. The damage is fine as well. It's 40. Um, it's fast as well. I don't know why people don't want to like look up on it. It's underrated to be honest. Sandman's awesome. So now we have Secret Assassin. Oh boy, Secret Assassin. Yep, certainly an item. One of the most annoying items to face against. So basically, Secret Assassin is an achievement that is 4 weight. Once you use it, you get the same stereotype as Advanced Combat and of Angelfly and Demonfly. You know, it removes everything, but you have a moveset of all the stuff that you get in Secret Assassin. Honestly, the damage of Secret Assassin's not bad, but look, you only get to do one thing. Be annoying to one person in the server that you're playing in, and target them until they die. Now, that is terrible. There is an execute for Secret Assassin, though, that makes it, optional. Basically, Secret Assassin is from the winter gifts of 2021. When the gifts open, you get a thing called Secret Assassin, which is 4 weight, how I just said it earlier. It will basically give you a moveset and give you a gear item, because you remove everything besides gear, or it takes up everything in all slots, like fist, heavy, ranged, melee, and then you get your gear item. Now, you could combine your gear item with your Secret Assassin if you would like to, but that's just you if you want to do that. Secret Assassin, basically, you swing and do like frosted like attacks, I guess. And it's like ice daggers, yeah, ice daggers, yeah. So you swing ice daggers and they lower temperature, I think, but they have a chance to freeze as well. It's basically like Frostfist, but like you get like a spammable move. Another move is like the E move. We shoot like the frostbite gun, and it freezes the target that you have, because Secret Assassin's basically like you get one target and then you do additional damage if your target is done. Um, the E move makes the person frozen, and that basically gives them 100 defense. I don't know if it's really good though, because you buff the person while they're frozen. So the Q move, however, the rock move, it's honestly really good because it shatters, it executes, and it's basically a rock that smashes down on the opponent. It also stuns. It's honestly really good. It does stop you in place, so you can't really move while you're doing it. You can aim it though, which is good. Like aim, like as in you can like move your body around when you're using it. Should I say you should use Secret Assassin on every fight? No, it's not good if you're trying to like get a certain person, then you get Secret Assassin, and it's not your target, then you just kind of have to fight them. It's not honestly a good item. It's kind of whack. It's not good damage. But once you do get your target, however, if your target if you're using it for the target purpose and you kill your the person that you're fighting, you do get a full heal, but not shield, I think. Um, Secret Assassin can be easily flawed by a lot of stuff though, so yeah, I'm not a fan of Secret Assassin. I just don't really use it. Mostly because I think it just, removes all my executions, but you have the rock now, you could use the rock. Honestly, in fighting Secret Assassins is pretty annoying as well. Um, I don't think it's really great because it doesn't do high DPS. It doesn't like, do cool moves besides stun and then freeze. It's not really, a good item. And honestly, if you play Secret Assassin, I just go fuck yourself, to be honest. It's not even a good item. It doesn't like deserve any praise. The buff that the 5 Secret Assassin mains that got the item buffed, they're like, yes, finally, Secret Assassin's great again. It's like the full heal execution thing. No one uses it. I don't think anybody like unironically uses Secret Assassin. But now we have Shadow Bob. So what Shadow Bob is? It's honestly really good. But at the same time, no, it's honestly really great. But at the same time, I think it's an A tier. But at the same time, I think it's an S tier. But Sekiro says, I mean, the Shadow Bob, basically what it does, it will revive you as a different character, which is called Shadow Bob, like how I said. And when you die, you become Shadow Bob. Yeah. So when you die, you become Shadow Bob, and this is what you look like. You get 20 defense, and that defense will decay slowly, and your HP will decay slowly as well. You basically can have revenge on any person with this item, as long you don't die again. And if you do die, you do fade out. So like, yeah, it's a cool death animation. Um, your items aren't buffed. Your items all become void, like black, like shadow. Um, they don't do anything cool. They're just effects. Just reskinned textures. Your loadout gets mixed up. Your items get rerolled like fist variants, not heavy variants though. Just the fists, like they turn into fire, frost, or like conductive for some reason. Um, your loadout gets messed up, I think, like scrambled around. Like I'm not sure. Shadow Bob is just weird. Uh, just revive. It's a revival basically. You could get like revenge if you got your opponent low, you can use it and fight him again. If you want revenge, Shadow Bob's there. Overall, great item. It's basically just come alive again and just kill the person that you hate so much. Honestly, really annoying to fight because the stats of Shadow Bob is super great. Like, it's super high up. Now we have Shotgun. Uh, Shotgun is not good. I have not been using Shotgun lately. Once I see it, I just don't like it. I thought it was I don't know, man. Shotgun's not great. The reason why is because when you use Shotgun, um, you're put into place where you have to aim the shotgun, then shoot it for about like 3 seconds. And when you have those 3 seconds in Bloody Battle, you're probably dead already. 3 seconds is all it takes to kill somebody in the game. Back then, yeah. But now it takes like 5 or 10 seconds. But look, shotgun requires you to like stand still, aim your gun, and then boom. Then if you don't even aim your gun, you get penalties because you take damage and you take stun. And then shotgun, it's not really great because it's super easy to dodge. The damage not worth it at all. You could do more damage than shotgun itself. The knockback is good, yes, but look, you're gonna get face reality where you actually need to use something else besides shotgun. Then pull out shotgun, like use fist then shotgun. Not use shotgun first when you're fighting your opponent because they can just dodge it easily. If you're using your brain smarter, you would not use shotgun first because it's not great of an item to aim with. And you can't control it basically once you do the E move. You can control it if you just don't use the E move, which is another option too. Now, we're on Shovel. And honestly, Shovel's great. Oops. I'm gonna put Caltrops at S tier. What the fuck? Caltrops is great. I mean, fucking Shovel's great. Whoops. No, Caltrops suck ass. Dude, my bad. I'm stupid. Shovel's great. Shovel's an S tier. So basically Shovel, 55 damage, execution, and basically you have a passive where you could get rage. Um, it's popularly known because of that. So basically the rage, if you hit someone 10 times and press R, you basically just get rage and get a major stat buff. Block speed buff, jump boost, defense, and damage. And that's super good because of you just do it over and over if you get hits on Shovel though. Shovel is not bad and it can execute. The swing's not that long, and the swing rate is not that long either. There is not really a cooldown for Shovel. I think I think it should be nerfed to be honest. Uh, I mean it was probably nerfed when it got released to be honest. Uh, I don't know, man. Shovel's great. There's not really any negativity for using shovel. Probably because like I only think shovel would be annoying if people just did the rage over and over and just get tired of it and just played like a different play style. Um, shovel's good. There's not anything bad about shovel. It's execution and it's melee. It's free item too. There's no achievement for you doing it or Game Pass. Then we have Sledgehammer. Ooh. Honestly, A tier. Why? It's because, well, so look, Sledgehammer is based on the stun of the person, and basically, if they have more stun, the more damage you'll do. So if you inflicted 90 stun on them, and they charge at you, and you use Sledgehammer, you can hit them and do like 100, like 200, 100 damage because of the stun. If they have lower stun like 30, it will give them like 60 damage instead. And Sledgehammer does give stuns, so you don't have to like deal like just trying to only use fist then use Sledgehammer. Yeah. Um, it does give 10 defense for using it. The windup is pretty bad. The hitbox is sucky too. But if you do manage to land the Sledgehammer hit, it's really great. It executes. It relies on stun though, which I generally think I would pull it down. But um, just hope that your opponent is like a demon. They have like high stun. You just use it and just instantly kill them. Um, I don't think it goes past armor. Uh, if they have, well, Sledgehammer is just like situational though. Uh, if you really use Sledgehammer to execute only, then that's not really gonna work out, to be honest. Just use it. Well, I don't know, man. I think it's an A tier because of its stun function, where just you have stun on it, then you use it on somebody and they just die instantly because of the stun. I think it's like a B or like a C, to be honest. I think it's a B, to be honest. Let's just put it at B for now, because if you have stun and you use Sledgehammer, it will literally will like do high DPS, and then you just knock them, then use Sledgehammer to finish them off. Um, using Sledgehammer, like the windup of it is so bad. The windup is so terrible. It takes so long for the Sledgehammer to hit though. It's not even that heavy. Like hammer hits faster than fucking sledge, dude. It doesn't make sense. Um, the DPS of Sledgehammer is terrible, to be honest. It does 40 damage and it takes a long time for it to swing. You might even miss because the hitbox is literally like the fucking smallest thing in the world, like Pluto. Um, I don't know, man. Sledgehammer's not. Sledgehammer's great, but it's not great. But it got nerfed again because of the quick switch. Then it's like, should I really use it though? Um, it's a B tier. I can't really make up my mind. It does have execution. It does rely on stun. That's only if you can hit it though. Um, Sledgehammer, it's not bad. Should I say you should just use achievement instead? Probably yeah, if you want to. Um, I don't know. Smashdown. Uh, Smashdown's a C. It's really great indoors though, but it's a C because it's so easy to avoid. Um, you can use it to get to places where you can't get to, like if you like have like a perk that can't jump high. Um, you could use it as mobility. You could use it to stun, but it's super easy to like avoid Smashdown if you have like a player that you know that can easily avoid it. It doesn't execute. It just sends you in the air, comes back down, smashes anyone on the ground, or just makes an explosion when you land. Then it just stuns people and does like 40 damage. Now that's pretty good to be honest, but when you try using it when someone's like running away from you, you're not gonna get closer at them. You're not gonna get closer to them at all because there's no walk speed with Smashdown, and you're really slow when you're using Smashdown too, which is why it's not really great. Um, the old Smashdown, it was fantastic. I don't know why he changed it. Um, sometimes if he just, like, add the, you could use items while you're using Smashdown. That maybe be good, but that sounds stupid in general because you just use Smashdown, then drink a Bloxade or Witch's Brew and just stay up there while you're healing. It was also used for chamber bases too, but new Smashdown, it's the same thing, but you just reduce the height for Smashdown. The stun is okay. It's literally just like a ragdoll. Um, it's an item for sure. If you want to use Smash them to be annoying and just go on like some like place where people can't really get to, then you could do that. Um, I don't think it's like the best item, but it's great if you get the stun and unless they just block it with boxing, that works too. Now we have Snow Globe of Endless Blizzards, everyone's favorite new item in 2021 to 2022. Yes, everyone's favorite item. Everyone loves this item. So, what is Snow Globe? Basically, in short terms, you hold it, you give other people sicknesses and just illnesses, they fucking freeze and die. Um, that's what it does. That's literally all it does. It's super annoying, and it's honestly a pain to fight when you have someone that knows how to use it well. And overall, it's a free win if you can use it well, but you know, it's a pain. But at the same time, it's great. So, the frostbite mechanic for Snow Globe. Now, Frostbite is one of the most powerful things in the game because it bypasses, the armor, it bypasses the max HP, and it also soft locks people because they can't get up because they have no HP because of the Frostbite. And Snow Globe essentially makes people temperature go down, and if they don't have any temperature, they're in the Frostbite temperature. They basically just freeze to death. That's all it does. I mean, you could obviously just run away from it, but you would want to fight the Snow Globe user so they don't like freeze you to death too, but I don't know. It also counters a lot of things where people don't have warmth items like fist or because that's like the only thing that gives you warmth besides fire. Um, or like gears that give you warmth, like hot chocolate. That's where it comes good. Or blanket or like snow cloak. I mean, Christmas cloak. Um, Snow globe. It's great if you fight a demon. It's great if you fight angels. It's great if you fight a guy with boxing. It's great to fight soul users. Great to fight a lot of stuff that can't warm themselves. It counters a lot of stuff too, like people who have like iframes, invincibility. Snow Globe bypasses everything. It's um like a tool that cheats everything, to be honest, and that's why people hate it so much. Now, in honest opinion, I think it's an A tier because of its function. It's super annoying to fight, yes, but look, in reality, Snow Globe will be strong as ever. Spear, yeah, let's put that in C tier, yeah. Well, Spear's not that great. Spear, it executes, yes, but the spear, it's been nerfed a lot recently, so Um, you do less damage by 5. Yes, that's a lot of damage gone for spear. It does piercing, yes, of course. That's everyone's favorite function, piercing. Um, executes if they're low, because like spear does piercing, so it will execute them. It does not execute down people, so that's why I was thinking of it of a C tier item. Um, mostly because fights will go on longer and longer because you just can't execute them with spear when they're down or something. Um, you just kind of don't have a walk speed buff with spear. Um, you know, spear's not bad. The damage is like fist, dude. The spear's damage is not that great anymore. Um, I think spear should just get like a slight buff, to be honest. It's not really that powerful. It wasn't really powerful back then either. It was just an item, a free item that could execute with like like a small cooldown. I don't know, man. Spear it doesn't have anything special. It just poke people and they die. Now we have Spellbook. my favorite item, to be honest. So, spellbook. Let's just say it's an A tier. Why? Because it's defensive, it's damaging, and it's defensive again, and at the same time, it's mobility. Let me explain why. So there's movesets for spellbook, um, because it's a book with spells that you could use, and the spells are really fine, to be honest. They're balanced, perfectly normal. They did get nerfed. I saw it got nerfed and buffed, and I kind of, I'm a fan of spellbook, right? And I kind of like spellbook a lot because there's a move where you could use the wall move. You could bounce people away from you. Get off me, please. Or you could use it to, sorry, you could use it as death hazards. And essentially, you could use the wall to bounce people off the map. You could bounce them into saws. You could bounce them into desert, quicksand. You could freeze people. That's another spell. You could freeze people with the cube move. Use spellbook twice, freeze them, boom. That's free damage for you. It also slows them down so they can't really run that much. The R move is thunder. It's like a thunderbolt. You shoot it and boom, 40 damage for free, and that makes you go in the lead of damage if you need to like just have an instant damage source. Now the E move is a teleport, and basically just place an orb around. You could use it for like death, void, uh, quicksand, anything that executes as well, and place that orb strategically, and basically you just boom, free death. Or boom, you want to teleport a friend? Boom, take them to like fucking shield or something. And it's honestly really great. It just teleports anyone on the map, and that's really great. You can use it for traps too if you want to combine it with other weapons as well. Yeah, spellbook's not bad. It can't execute, but you can just make it execute if you just combine items with it. Which is why you could use like the wall or drown them or just keep on freezing them over and over. And yeah, spellbook's honestly great. Now we have spook. Uh, I think Spook's an A tier. I still think Spook. I would say Spook is in the S tier, but Spook is an A tier in my opinion. Still, it's still flaws. Other stuff, it's still flaws, right? It still beats ass. But look, Spe the Spook just doesn't. It just doesn't hit the same. The old Spook was awesome, but you're gonna get countered by walk speed. You're gonna get countered by demons. I said this in that video. I made a Spook review. Um, you can find that out in the video. I think I still have it up on my channel. But look, Spook, it's great. Um, it's a great counter. It doesn't beat demons. It doesn't beat super armor. It's gonna be a lot of stuff like tank, perks besides grounded, or like maybe like just like it's a free counter. It's not like defensive. I honestly use it aggressively because it's free damage and it basically spook free stun AoE and it's honestly great. But the price is 3 weight, which is kind of painful because you can't use anything else besides spook. Um yeah, I don't know, man. Spook is just there. It's literally free stun. That's all I can say. It's honestly annoying if you fight someone that, uses spook efficiently, like me. No flex, but look, I've been with spook for like a year, and or maybe even 2 years once it released, because that was my only badge I ever had. So, um, I know I've been using spook. I've been asking for a spook buff. Like, can we add more walk speed when you use spook? Nico's like, no, we cannot buff spook. I might just rework it. So like, I don't know. This is why Spook is like really bad because Cheesy just played around with Spook against Nico and Nico's like, okay, well fuck you, I'll just make Spook ass. I mean, Spook still is superior if you know how to use it well. Um, the pain of it was just having no walk speed, but to be honest, I still like Spook. I'm still a fan of it, and honestly, I hope it gets buffed. Because I've been waiting for the spook buff since like fucking when it was, last fucking winter, dude. I've been waiting for it since I've been waiting for it since when 3 scoopfuls came out, dude. Like the spook buff, I really want it. I've been waiting for it since like winter 2020, dude. Holy fuck. Please buff spook. But now we have steal. Honestly, S tier. It lets you steal anything in the game, any weapon, besides some stuff that aren't stealable. It lets you steal anything for no cost of weight. Steal bypasses a lot of stuff that you might not even know. It's soft locks as well. It's a great soft locked item if you know how to use it in times where you can soft lock people like milk users or maybe like hammer. Um, Spook is steal is also an item where you can like steal someone's executes and put it in a combo and just make them like they can't even kill you anymore. Like why would you continue a fight without having to execute, you know? Steal is also an item where you can literally just, have anything you want for fun. You combine it with like achievement items as well or game pass items too. Steal is awesome. And Steal is awesome, to be honest. You know, Steal's great. Steal anything you want in the game, ask a friend, boom. It's mine now. But if you want to put Steal in combat purposes, then honestly, it's not really that awesome. But, if you want to make a combo with Steal, if you know how to do a combo with Steal, you basically just quick switch with it, and then boom. It makes your Steal animation hidden, then boom, you can just do anything you want. But if it was in combat, it'd be B. But honestly, I think it's an S because you can just get anything you want in the game for free. Even if you don't want that item, you can just still disable your opponent down to gear or item, so they can't execute you with the stuff they have. You can counter steal if you just dance on the person while they're using the steal animation and just make it like a B tier instantly. But like steal is great in some RNG ways, dude. Sucker Punch is also a great item too. Well, it used to be. I put it in S tier, but now it's kind of like an A tier. It's just downgraded. Um, because it's still a counter. It's still like backhand, but um, it's kind of slower though. Um, mostly because Sucker Punch was used for like combos as quick switching, where you could like move stack with like Fist and Sucker, and Fist Sucker like back then still the thing. Um, Fist now Sucker is not really that great. It is good if you want to predict what people do, or if someone just charges at you for no reason, you just Sucker and like beat them up. Um, Sucker is great to do combos with if you know how to start a combo. Um, it's honestly good to cancel healing too, and it just basically stuns and disables the other people's inventory. It's not a bad heavy slot. It's way better than fucking um heavy punch though. It's better than heavy punch because um it's not that long. It doesn't wind up. It's instant. You can't have a fast reaction time when it comes to sucker punch. You probably get hit before you even realize they got hit. We have swap. Honestly, pay to win, dude. It's so good. Swap is so good because you could swap your HP if you're fighting somebody like you're really tanky or you're really weak. You can just swap. Boom, your fight is all over because you're back on HP. You're fully healed. You can fight again. And the penalty for using swap though is that you have to get your HP up for like both sides, but that's only if you want to. You could just fight someone and just use swap, then reset, then fight someone and just use swap and just become a swap main. And swap is honestly super fucking busted in my opinion if you get an execute item with it. And I have soul, sort of light, terrible. Well, the damage of it, the sword swings are good, but when it comes to the spell book, the menu, it's so RNG, dude. Um, you just have to get really lucky what you want. Because the soul menu is based off like from Hero in Smash Bros. It gives you random stuff like spellbook, but it's RNG. It's hell, dude. It's hell to use soul, and it's annoying to fight Soul. The damage of it is good, great damage. Sort of like did get like changed and buffed and nerfed recently, like 2 updates or 1 update ago. You know, sort of like, it's still item. It's a game pass. You can't get any more unless you ticket it. So I'm not really a fan of RNG items, so that's why I'm not really like gonna talk about sort of like because it's basically all about RNG and there's like no feedback on RNG. So I mean the game is entirely about RNG, but like sort of like it's just hell to use because you're not gonna get what you want. And about sword, um, sword, it's an A tier. It's piercing. It does damage. You can also, sword fight if you're a really good sword fighter. Um, it executes. It does damage. It's not really great when you're fighting someone with defense, but it still executes. So, you could obviously use other weapons. Sword is not that much damage, but like I said, the execute function with it is great. It doesn't have any moves, but it's still good. Taser's awesome. Well, I'm not really a fan of Taser to be honest. I mean, Taser's okay. I don't know, man. I don't really use Taser that much. Taser's pretty annoying to fight against. Taser's good to stun lock people. Um, you know what? I think a Taser's an A tier to be honest. Taser, great stun, gets rid of inventory. You can't really dodge it that fast. It's fast to be honest. You combine it with other weapons, make a combo. It's a free combo starter. Doesn't execute. It's a gear though. I honestly prefer Taser over like Helmet or probably like Bloxley or Bloxy Cola. Um, it's good. It just stun, just zaps the person. Does additional damage if they're, wet. Then we have telekinesis. Oh, that's an instant S tier. Telekinesis is one of the strongest items in the game, period. Oh my god. I'm a fan of telekinesis. I honestly adore telekinesis. It's a really good item. Um, why? Because it will grab anybody that has 0 walk speed. Now why do I think that's good? It also literally it grabs ragdolls or people with 0 walk speed, and that's honestly really good because a lot of items require you to do moves. And when you have Smashdown or rollout or advanced combat or roundhouse or literally fucking anything else that requires you to do move. Telekinesis, if you have fast reaction time, you can use telekinesis and cancel their moves. It honestly grabs anybody that uses it's a punishment. It's a huge punishment, it's a huge stun, it's a huge counter. It's a great item for only 3 weight. Um well, yeah, it's 3 weight. It's an achievement item. It's free to get if you do the achievement. Um, it might get nerfed. It hasn't been nerfed, but it should probably get nerfed in my opinion. It's super powerful. I do have some nerf recommendations, like put the blinking thing on the person when they have like sands, like how he does it in the game. Like make them blink before they get like grabbed up, so you know that they're using telekinesis. Telekinesis can be combined with other stuff like traffic light or maybe like sucker punch or boxing gloves, dude. It's so good, dude. Um, Telekinesis is fucking great. I don't know, man. It's so powerful, dude. I showed it a lot in videos too, and it's one of the things I really enjoy in main. And it does beat a lot of achievements as well. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't think the only counter of it of telekinesis is probably the HP down. The max HP you lose like 15 HP, and your stun becomes lowered. So that's why telekinesis is like somewhat the downside of. But there is no other downside besides using telekinesis. Like you don't lose walk speed, you don't lose jump power, you don't lose defense. You just only lose max HP, and that's only for the cost of 3 weight and doing the badge. And also, another feature of telekinesis I forgot is that you can fling fucking people off the map. The lower the HP they are, the further the distance they will be thrown. Like Buster Sword and like Sacrifice as well. It requires the HP. Like the lower the HP, the higher the stun. I mean, the higher the fling, it will be. It's honestly really good. A teleporter, yeah, no, sucks. Teleporter sucks. It's just, I don't know, man. Teleporter, it's just like place it anywhere and then boom, you would just be there. Um, if you want to put it at HV spots, then go ahead, be my guest. It doesn't do anything besides just move you around on the map. Doesn't do damage, doesn't do well, it does do damage. It does instantly kill people if you do get them in the telefrag. But that's all about that's super rare for it to even happen. Teleporter is not great. Uh, if you want to use it for mobility, then go ahead. But look, teleporter is just not it. It's not gonna be a buff in fights. It's not gonna it's not gonna help you out, you know. The only thing it will probably help you is just, you know, when you're fighting somebody and you're just low, you gotta get out, you use teleporter, boom, you're gone. It's more of a runner item than a pussy item, to be honest. It just gets you. It's a free out of jail card, and that's what I don't like about it. Like wow, you're gonna fight me? All right, let's fight. Then you have then the guy uses teleport in like 3 seconds. Like wow, dude, that's you're so ass. Um, Ticket, you know, it's an S tier item. It grants you anything in the game of achievements through game passes, and most of the game passes and achievements are there. Some you might just notice that aren't there, like Bone, a gaming guy, um, and that's basically it. Like Retracer Sniper's not there. Like what? Why is it not there? Why is it not there? Yeah, no, we are not adding that back. But look, Ticket will grant you any achievement besides those items I listed, and at the price of using Ticket, you will literally lose HP or shield or even walk speed. But honestly, using Ticket's honestly fun, and Ticket's gonna grant you joy and creation to the game. You mostly have fun in bloody battle because of Ticket, or you either hate Ticket because of the soul users that you get from it. Now, if you just use Ticket raw and don't get anything from there, it's honestly a D tier because you know you're just wasting your gear slot. I prefer Ticket more than most of the gears that you just don't like. Oh my god. And why Ticket is so good is because you could just create your own inventory item. Yeah, if you don't like your loadout, then boom, use Ticket. It's your choice, my guy. It's your choice, my brother. Alright, now we have Time Dagger. Time Dagger is an instant S tier. Wait. Yeah, Time Dagger is an instant S tier. What the fuck did they go? Yeah, Time Dagger is an instant S tier. Why? Because, you could do crazy shit with it. You might think it just, you know, it sucks. But look, you could dash a lot of times with Time Dagger. If you build up dashes, you could escape any fight. You can use it mobility. You can just engage fights. There is no point for me to make with Time Dagger. It's honestly so good. Despite the fact that it can't execute or it does low damage, but the damage of it is so good. Do the R move on someone, does 40 damage, and retraces them back to the spot where they were last for like 2 seconds. And you could do it. It's so good. I don't know how to explain Time Dagger without making it like with other items. You combine Time Dagger with other items, it's honestly way better. It buffs your loadout. It's super good for mobility. It's super good to damage chip. It's super good to keep people away from you. It's great for crowd control and it's great for mobility, damage, and then you know, just engaging fights. Um, the downside for having Time Dagger is literally none. You get high walk speed. You get the 3 walk speed. It's the same as Fist. You get the high damage. It's way better than everything, to be honest. I don't know what it can't counter. You literally can just go on infinite with Time Dagger. You could go through walls with Time Dagger for some reason because the dagger just dashes forward. Um, I don't know. Time Dagger's great. there's nothing down besides you can't execute with it. But look, Time Dagger just buffs your loadout by a lot, just because of its sole purpose of existing, dude. Now we have Time Pause. Time Pause sucks. It's not how it was like back then. Time Pause, I don't know, man. It's just, you have to you have to use it. You have to use it like grenade. Yeah, you have to use it at times where if someone's swinging at you, you can cancel their swing, then use it like as a counter strike, then attack them so they can't like attack you. Um, if someone's using head taker and they're gonna swing at you, you can use time pause to stop them from doing that and cancel their swing, and, like counter back. Um, that's basically it. Time pause just stops people from moving, stops them for a brief second. Um, it stops everything for around you for a brief second. It's not that big. It's honestly not the best because that's all it does. It just stops time. It's free. It's a free item too. Um, it's an item for sure. It's literally just a time pause. It doesn't do much. Just besides that. Then we have time slow. Wow. Oh yeah, time slow's a great item. Um, sole reason is because the counter item, counter feature where you can do with it. If you press E on it, you can negate all damage sources and do a counter where you will time slow everything around you from like Bayonetta's feature from Super Smash Bros. I think. Um, you slow down time for like 5 seconds or 6. Do the counter, great. You just won your fight maybe. If you do time slow, however, you will you slow down time by a lot. You do like 10 seconds of slow time to somebody around you, like that orb right there. And yeah, that's all it does. It just slows down time. And then you have a counter where you can negate damage and do time slow counter. It's not bad because you get to do free damage while you're slowing people down from them doing damage to you. Time stop, to be honest, I think it's a B tier. It's not really great. Time slow was kind of nerfed. I mean, time stop was kind of nerfed. The E move was kind of more shittier, to be honest. I don't ever use the E move. Or I don't ever use time stop generally, because like you could just jump in the air and you'll be fine. Or you could just avoid it just by walking away. Um, time stop, if you just disable the guy, whoever's doing time stop, they can't stop time anymore, because it's more nerfed. Then time stop, I think it locks your inventory because you're stopping time. Then yeah, I don't know, man. Time stop, it's just free damage if you can get the time stop in, but it gives super armor to the person that you're fighting, and like it's not really a free win anymore, you know. I prefer the old time stop. It executed, it did damage, it was instant, there was no indicator, it was busted, you know. But this time stop, it's just like, what the fuck is this? I don't like it. Now the toy shovel, honestly S tier. Toy shovel S tier, bruh. Now toy shovel is S tier because the sole reason of its stun. That's all it does. Toy shovel stuns and ragdolls. That's all it does. And that's super good because, sorry, I'm back on toy shovel. So basically, you could use it to throw people off the map. You could use it to throw people into saws. You could just use death hazards with toy shovel. Toy shovel is really deadly. You could also start combos with it. It's really hard to dodge because the toy shovel E move is super fast and it's really hard to dodge it, and then that's why it's really good. Um, Toy shovel is really underrated, and I don't think people like use it that much. But toy shovel is really good to counter people and start fights. Um, like I said, if you use telekinesis with toy shovel or toy shovel with telekinesis, it's gonna be a really good combo. And you could do that anytime if you just get Toy Shovel itself. The damage is not great. I know that. The execution, there is none unless you use map hazards. Um, which is pretty easy with Toy Shovel if you're gonna do that. Um, but overall, I think Toy Shovel's great if you just know how to use it right. The damage, if you're gonna be in situations where you can do damage, I'd rather just say go for the stun with Toy Shovel to get the opponent knocked, then maybe go around map hazards if you can, then use the map hazards in your advantage. Or use the E move for defensive, because Toy Shovel could be offensive and defensive. That's where I'm trying to get at. T-pose, sucks. I don't even want to explain what it does. I'm tired to do it. Yeah, T-pose just sucks. It's a C tier. At least it does something. Like, I don't know why it's still in the game. You should probably just get reworked, to be honest. So, T-pose, basically, you stand still for, like, fucking 3 seconds. Then you put your hands in, like a T. Then you debuff people around you with 20 negative defense. But most of the time, you'll probably just get canceled out before you even do T-pose. Then, like, T-pose just generally sucks because it doesn't really do anything besides slow people down, then lower the defense. And most of the time the person won't even be near you, so like it just sucks in my opinion. But T-pose is good. No, I just rather use Spook because it's just done. Because people debate Spook and T-pose the same thing, but Spook is more better because you literally can stop them from using weapons. You could stop them from like like if they're close to you, you could just like get defense and like you know, cover yourself with Spook and just like, back off or either chase them. The T-pose, however, it's like, who's gonna go near you if you have T-pose? Like, I just replace it with the gear, to be honest. T-pose is like, ugh. It takes too long to wind up. You're probably gonna take a lot of damage, even if you land it. I don't know. I just don't use T-pose. I don't have any opinion on it. It just like, why is it in the game? It just sucks. Traffic light, S tier. Well, A tier to be honest. The F move is super good. The E move kind of sucks. Nobody ever uses it. The R move, however, is good if you have someone that's running away from you. The F move is just the major part of traffic light. It stops everything for like 3 seconds, and for the 6 second, makes everything like back to normal. It's essentially like time pause, but if it was buffed. Traffic light is it's just way better now. Um, let's see. Then we have 3 scoopfuls, which is a Tubbo Pain. Um, this badge was really easy to get. But overall, I think it's like a C tier, mostly because of the frostbite mechanic that you can have with it. But honestly, if it's in PvP, it's just a D tier. It sucks. This item sucks so much. Um, it's not great. It does one-shot lost users and kill like people with shielded, but like this shit sucks, dude. It doesn't do damage. It just inflicts frostbite and slows people down and lowers the temperature. It's just snow globe, but if it was just balanced, right? Snow globe if it was a projectile, literally. It just sucks. I don't think it's good at all. If you think it's good, then fuck you, dude. Dude, this is terrible. I don't know why it's in the game. If you ever use this, you're probably gonna die. And I feel bad if you do use this because it sucks. Then we have Umbrella. Umbrella does do damage. It's not that great item. I do acknowledge the damage that Umbrella does, but I don't ever use it because it's kind of bad. It just doesn't do high damage. It's literally 42 or 40. It's like Sandman, but slower. It does have the slow fall, mechanic. If you do like play on beach map ever or like fucking sawmill, um, or downport hours too. But look, the fucking umbrella, it does high damage. Yeah, I understand that, but look, it doesn't execute. It doesn't do anything besides poke people like spear. Um, it's honestly just a pain to fight with it because you're never gonna get anywhere with that umbrella because like it doesn't swing fast and you'll probably just get beaten by other gears. And I know it's way better than sledgehammer for sure, but like I don't know. I know. I fought people that had umbrella and it was kind of annoying to fight with. It's just like it just poked me with it. Um, you know, I don't ever use umbrella. This is like I only used umbrella for this fucking tier list. I don't know, man. Umbrella doesn't do anything. I know it's like 3 weight, I'm pretty sure, which is why I'm probably gonna move it down a tier. It does get rid of your melee stop, which is like the fucking items I use for execution. Um, yeah, I don't know. Umbrella just kind of ass, to be honest. Tell me one good thing about Umbrella in the comments, and I'll probably change my mind. Well, it can slow fall. Well, I don't care. I just shoot you in the sky if I can, if I want to. Punish you for using Umbrella, dude. We're reaching to the end of the tier list. We have Witch's Brew. Great healing, to be honest. One of my favorite healings too, because it does give 40 shield. It makes your shield go higher past the limit, at the cost of HP. The cooldown's not that long. And when you're drinking it, just be careful because you just get your inventory locked. So when you're fighting people and like Shadow Bob spawns on you, try to dodge it while you're drinking because you can't stop drinking it. It can't be canceled. Yeah, it's great healing. It's free. Um, the only cost of drinking Witch's Brew is the negative lock speed while you're drinking. It's just a great healing to be honest. I prefer it over banana to be honest. To be for real. Zombify. You know what? I have feelings for Zombify. The old Zombify was good. The new one is still somewhat okay. It's a pain to fight with Zombify because um you might get soft locked over and over because um you might just not have good items or like maybe your opponent just like has to do that because you're a zombie so you just have to keep on dying over and over. If you do get like execution items with Zombify, then it is good because you can just keep on coming back with like weapons that you can kill with. Um, and if the person does not have an execution weapon that can kill Zombify, like Chainsaw, Brimstone, Angelfly, Cross, or even Goldenfy, then they're kind of fucked to be honest, and they can't do anything about it because you're a zombie, so you just have to deal with it. They just have to deal with it. Zombify, it prevents some executions, but at the same time, you might die to map hazards or maybe even like some other executions that can kill you. Um, then we have the last item called Finger Gun, everyone's favorite gear. This shit sucks. I don't know why you would use it. Um, it locks you in place. Pull your finger out. Shoot the person whoever's in front of you. You can't aim it, by the way. You can't move with it. You're forced to stand still for like 5 seconds to shoot it, like an invisible gun or hitbox. And if you miss, then guess what? You're dead. Doesn't matter. That's gonna wrap up the video. I'm kind of tired, so if you have like any comments you want to put on this tier list, then go ahead, because like I really want to know what you guys would think about it, because I'm based. Yeah. If you guys want a clear image, I'll take a screenshot of it and like include it in the last. So, well, I know there's some stuff missing, like Godhead. I don't have a picture of Godhead, so give me a second. All right. I forgot I had Godhead and Game Guy and Lemonade. Um, give me like, let's rate Godhead first, cause I skipped it and I didn't add it to the tier list because I don't have Godhead anymore. Um, Godhead, it's not a D tier. It's obviously not a D tier. It has good damage, good DPS. It has moves on it too. It's way better than the average from these gears that you have down here. The damage is not bad, so it could be a B tier, more than a B tier, in my opinion. Um, Godhead has a big projectile that will shoot slowly forward, but you can change that direction if you just press the E move. Um, it could be really good because if you have an opponent thinking that they just walk straight, you could like maybe even turn the direction if it goes past them, so it comes back to them if they try backing up or something. And that's honestly really good. The Q move, however, it does a lot of damage. It does 80, flat out 80, but if you miss it, you're kind of screwed. Um, I would show Godhead footage if I actually, had Godhead. Um, I would do that if I had my main account back, but I don't, so. Godhead's not bad. It does additional damage to demons and unholies like zombie and head taker users. It's really good. It will take more damage from Brimstone though, because Brimstone is like a projectile unholy, so it shreds more HP on the Godhead users. And you know, Godhead, the damage is not bad. It ignores defense. It does one tick if you're in the Godhead aura. You could obviously just camp, you just walk in your own Godhead and you just be fine because the person can't get close to you when you're in your Godhead. So, um, yeah, flat out, it's good. The only cost of it is just having 8 badges, which is kind of, pretty ass, but it's rewarding if you do play the game for like a very long time. So you just get this free badge for even playing the game. Lemonade, I honestly think it's a B tier. Um, most people just eat it for the you know, you just eat it for the shield, and you know, lemonade. You throw it, you give 20 defense, negative 20 defense to players, and that's basically it. You do more damage if you do land it. You do 20 piercing. That's it. That's literally just it. You could, I guess, lower people, or just like knock people if they have lower than 20%. Um, the range of it is the average grenade. I'm not really a fan of grenades, to be honest. It's just like, I mean, it's good. The actual grenade is good, but like, it's only gonna work if you're like near somebody, and if they're close, you can't really use it at all, because like you might just have to run away from your own grenades if you can actually use it. The healing is great on Lemonade. You fully heal your shields and get 50 more max shield. It's probably like the best shield healing item that I could possibly think of. Um, but you do lose your lemonade forever, which is kind of sucky about it because it doesn't like regenerate. You don't poop it out. You don't get your lemonade back. You lose your range slot forever. It's not that bad. Um, if you use it for the healing, then I don't know what's wrong with you. I think you just use it for like a little bit, then use it for healing if you're really in desire situations. You can use it to rush people if you just want to use the healing specifically, or you can use it to just, as a range piercing debuff item. It does slow the person down. It does like blur out the vision. I do know that, but I kind of just use it for the healing a lot, to be honest, because healing's really great. Since if people just keep on getting shield, you can just get like your own lemonade, um, and just regenerate, or just have witch's brew. That works too. Um, for gaming guy, I don't have gaming guy on here, so like give me like a second. All right, now that I have gaming guy on here, um, honestly, damage is great. The M ones are not bad. It's better than the D tier, but the moves of it is what's the problem about gaming guy. It's all RNG. RNG, it's not my favorite item. Um, I acknowledge the damage that I can do. It is a game pass. That's not literally supposed to be a game pass in the game, but you know it's there. Gamma Guy is one of probably the most funnest items if you just never tried it. I was a really fan of it. I was a big fan because of its animations. I love the animations of it. Um, but besides that, the damage is great. But the problem is that its move is RNG. So what I mean by that is the F move, you have a 1 out of 9 chance to even kill the person. Then you have the R move, which is like a 1 out of 9 chance to throw the person far away because it's the same as advanced combat. So when you grab the person with the R move, you either can fling them far or you can fling them barely anywhere. It's like telekinesis, but you know, unbalanced. Um, there's another move where you could be defensive. The Q move, you absorb any projectile in your bucket, and then you can use your bucket to damage people. That's honestly really good. It was really buggy at first, but you know, it's honestly super great. Um, the LMBs are great. The Q bucket is great. I just have problem with the the R move and the hammer, because like it might just kill you, just blow up on yourself and just fuck you up. But if you're having fun, then go Game Guy. Honestly, Game Guy is probably like a really fun item, but I honestly don't enjoy it because like I'm only going for PvP purposes, you know. Um, then there's another move where you could drop a bomb, but that's honestly does like nothing anymore. It used to fling people off the map, but like that shit was so annoying. So like, just remove it, please. Um, it does like 2 damage. Just jump and just drop bombs. It does like 2 damage, and the bombs fall like super slowly. So like, it's pretty ass. Um, Gaming Guy. I mean, honestly, I would use Gaming Guy over Advanced Combat because Gaming Guy has the execution if you just get lucky. Um, it stuns faster. I'm pretty sure it does. It gives like 30, does like, I don't know, it does like 30 damage and like more stun. Like, I'm not sure. I feel like it does more stun though. Um, it just gives you a visual. It just makes you like shadow bob, but like it just makes you black, just inky, oily, or whatever. Um, it's not bad of a game pass. I would put it C tier if you just use it for the hammer purposes. Like, just Or actually, I just put it C tier because of the people who use combos with it. Like, I despise the people who just spam all the moves and it's a free win. Like, I know there's like people who do that. So like, I know who you are. I know where you live. Um, but like, it's a B tier if you just use it for the like attack moves. But like, but like at the same time, it's a C tier. It's not like game breaking or A tier. It's not like it's not like you're gonna win every fight with it, but like it's like down here, you know. It's not a D tier because like D tier is like the shittiest items, and it might just fuck you up more than you can fuck somebody up, dude. Um, I don't know, man. It's hard to determine though. There's like only one move that Game Guy would just mess you all up. It's probably like the 5 move I think on hammer. It just blows you up. You know, fine. I'll just give Gaming Guy a B tier because it's still respectable to even find a Gaming Guy user because that's a really old item. You can't get it anymore. It's unattainable. So you know, and that's my tier list. If you have any comments, please share them because I really want to know what I could be wrong on. Um, I probably would change my mind on some of these. Because like I just don't really like I feel like this is right, you know. I probably don't know the true potential besides these items like up here. I like these items a lot, but there's like some bias shit when it comes to these items. They're just pretty ass in my opinion. I would go through all of these items if they needed to be changed. Candy bag down here. Where is it? It's like in right here, C tier. Like if you could see Candy Bag's items like the rollout, the Binding of Isaac, Tainted Isaac, how you could see your items like in like a bar, like a GUI. Like that would be awesome. Like if you eat a candy, you could see the next candy that you're gonna get, so you don't have to always just keep on getting the same candy over and over, like peeps, peeps, peeps. But like instead peeps, then your next candy is like nerds or whatever, then you can see your next candy. So it's like lollipop. It's not gonna be like like determined like if you really need a healing item, you could actually see the healing item, but it's not gonna be like just keep on getting the candy that you keep getting over and over, and it's gonna be super annoying because it's just like that. But yeah, that's all I can really say for now. Uh, yeah.